Hi, friends. Welcome into the firm of Harris and Marang. Patrick Harris with you. That's yours truly. Danny Marang to my left. That's Casey Smith over there on the ones and twos. It never gets old to me, man. I always enjoy it. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome in. Happy to have you. Glad to be here. Nice little weekend. We're here in the month of June.
God, where is this year going already?
I don't know, dude. I think we probably need to retire those sayings because, well, time is irrelevant. Time is relevant. Time will always continue to go. And, does time move slow when you're a kid?
Yes, you have no reference. That's the whole thing.
I know, according to that open, that time keeps on slipping into the future.
It's true.
Does it slip into the future, or is it just constantly going to the future? I don't think there's any slipping involved.
Well, unless you're old.
Time's undefeated. Time can't slip.
I don't know. Time slipped out from underneath me. My knee buckled this weekend. I ended up falling over on the ground.
How does that have anything to do with time?
Because it's time for my knees to go.
I don't like your chances against Joe Fisher then if your knees are going.
Yeah, no. I'll still be fine.
You still be fine?
Yeah.
That's your level of confidence and your hatred towards my good friend Joe Fisher III? Joe's a nice guy, man.
He is.
Joe the IV is also nice. Joe the II is also nice.
They must all die.
That's not very nice, man.
We're going biblical. We're wiping out bloodlines.
Wow. Committing genocide to the Fisher name? That's messed up, man. How far does it go? Anybody that's ever been associated, or is it just the blood?
Just the bloodline.
Okay, so like Joe IV's mom doesn't die.
No.
Okay. No. I've never met her, but I'm sure she's a wonderful lady. I like Joe IV.
There you go.
Have you met Joe IV? Medium Joe, as we like to call him?
No, just seen all the videos.
Just a banger soccer player.
Yeah, out there stacking up yellow cards. I appreciate it.
I also appreciate stacking yellow cards.
Somebody's got to.
The all-time yellow card leader in MLS history is
Diego Chara.
MLS.
MLS.
I was thinking Premier League, and I was like, ooh.
Oh, in the Premier League? Oh, I got no idea. MLS, though, it's the great Diego Chara.
Yeah, Chara's got like 120, doesn't he?
I think he's got 300.
Is it? Oh, God.
I think so.
That's a lot.
I think so.
That's a lot of yellow cards.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, he's played. How many years has he played here?
15, I think.
124 career MLS yellow cards.
I thought I was on.
Yeah, 300. I told you, 300.
I said 120 something.
And I said 300. Yeah. I am right. You are wrong.
I was off by 4.
Who's
you were
closest
off by
without
180.
going under?
Oh,
me.
okay.
Me.
Yeah,
I am closest without going under. How was your weekend, Daniel?
It's good. We did went and checked out a wedding venue. It was absolutely bonkers how nice it was. Got to make that decision here pretty quick. Lady got her wedding dress.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
That's a big deal.
So we have our officiant locked in, the dress is locked in, and we haven't made a decision on the venue yet, but I'm think we're leaning towards yes. And so once those 3 are locked in, those are pretty much the big ones.
Are you going to Canadian tuxedo this bitch or what?
I brought that up, and she was like, "What's a Canadian tuxedo?" I go, "Denim, top to bottom." She goes,
to bottom.
She goes, "Absolutely not."
Oh, sorry,
but
Tiff,
but she is giving me quite a bit of leeway.
Well, what are you thinking? Are you going to go black? Are you going to go tan?
I don't know.
Obama went tan and never came back from it.
That's true. I haven't done. I've never done that. I've never gone tan.
I don't think I've ever gone tan either. It's a good look if you can do it. I've done gray.
See, gray.
I'm a traditionalist though. I like black.
The black's going to look good.
I wore black at mine.
What's the accent color is kind of what we're toying with right now. So there's some shades of blue on the table, possibly a pink. I'm actually okay with people like, oh, pink. I'm like, I'm actually okay with the pink.
I think pink is great. Pink is better than the color purple.
Yeah, oh God, yes.
I hate purple.
Yeah, no, I'm not a purple guy.
I refuse to wear purple.
But like a baby pink on the black looks good.
It is a classy look. I always prefer black and white. Just like real traditional. That way,
super traditional.
You can do whatever you want, and I'm going to match no matter.
Yeah, I mean, the wedding dress is white, so.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, that's bad juju right from
the
the jump.
No. I was asking her questions about it because I was shocked that she was able. It was the first appointment. She tried on, I think she said like 7 or 8 dresses, and
Boom, found it.
she came back to the one, and she's like, it's the one. So, but I was asking her, like, stylistically, what is it like? And she's like, mind your business.
Yeah, I wonder, is it going to be wholesome and buttoned up, or are we letting the ladies out?
Nah, I think she's going to traditional it up a little bit. But we'll see. But I was trying to get an idea just so I go, okay, what kind of vest do I get? What kind of tie do I get? Am I going to go bow tie? I think bow tie is the move.
I didn't wear a vest. I recreated you're going to love this. Mm-hmm. I recreated the suits that the Beatles wore.
Oh, God.
Black and a skinny tie, dude.
No, you didn't do ruffles?
No. Should have done the Dumb and Dumber route.
Yeah.
Although I probably would have done the Jim Carrey route because I love orange.
There you go.
He had the top hat,
I was saying,
too.
the top hat and the cane when they walk in there, sword fighting.
The top hat is phenomenal.
Cane would be pretty nice.
I have been to a plethora of weddings. I almost always wear a hat. I did not wear a hat at my wedding.
I mean, if I wore a hat, it's top hat.
I don't have a top hat. I have a bowler. I have a fedora.
That's the least surprising thing you've ever said.
Well, but I mean, it's like a real Stetson fedora, not like a Justin Timberlake.
The fact
garbage.
that you're still going about it is, again, the least surprising part of this.
Wow, I mean, you got to look nice, man.
And I will not accept any Justin Timberlake slander.
Well, I don't mean it as slander towards JT. I just think that the term fedora has been bastardized into something that is not quite accurate to what a true fedora is. This is more like Indiana Jones fedora and not like pop stars in the 2000s fedora. This is not Joey Fatone.
This isn't Mos Def.
This is not Mos Def. Nice fedora. Looks good on Mos. Looks really good on Mos Def.
He pulls that off.
He is also a very good looking man. That helps
also,
as well.
It's not Mos Def anymore. What's his name now?
Yassine Bey.
There you go.
That's his real name, is it not?
Yes, it is. That's his given name.
So he is now going by his given name? Why would you give up Mos Def? Mos Def's a pretty nice name.
It's an MC name.
That's a pretty good MC name.
It's pretty good.
I know I'm in the presence of lowercase, but Mos Def is pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, to the fact where he has movie credits as Mos Def. It's like Ludacris trying to go by Chris Bridges. It's like...
Although I do love calling rappers by their real names.
I do love when 50 Cent is credited as
Curtis Jackson.
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Yeah,
there you go.
He keeps it in there. The Rock does not.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No,
he used to.
Yeah, when he first did it. Yeah,
Scorpion King.
Ludacris tried to do it, but
And
then
then we
everyone's
said,
like, no.
No.
We don't know you by Chris.
Yeah.
We know you by
You're Luda. Sorry, Snoop is Snoop.
That's Calvin Brody.
No, it's Snoop.
I love calling rappers by their real names.
No.
Sean Carter, Christopher Wallace.
Jeffrey Lamar Williams.
That's a good one.
That's Young Thug.
Tupac Shakur. Well, that's not as fun.
He just changed the number into TU.
Yeah. That's not as fun.
No, it doesn't work. But yeah, now
Andre Benjamin.
The text line. What's for food? We've got a couple caterers on the docket now, so I get to go do that once we lock in the location. But I think we have a location. I think
Danny at a food tasting for catering.
I don't think I'm really going to have to because
broadcast that on YouTube.
I mean, I could, but I've seen the menu.
Raise some money for children's hospitals.
There you go. I mean, I'm doing the American Heart Association walk on Saturday. So
that's right.
MCing that.
You getting up at 6 a.m. for that?
Gotta have to. Gotta be there early. So, but yeah, no, it's it's quick turnaround on the planning, but things seem to be coming together pretty damn quick. So. Thank you, God, because we're not waiting too long to do this, and so getting things in place, and then it's like, oh, right, that's going to happen. So it's good. It's fun while also, picking up a sniper shot when I got up off the couch and fell on the ground.
What is the date of your wedding again?
August 23rd.
23rd.
So
it's a Sunday, right?
Yeah, it's Sunday.
So there's no. Dude, I don't even think college football's on. You're not going to miss anything.
No. We had to. Number one, we did not want to wait any longer. Number two, with basketball coming up and stuff like that, had to make sure things were taken care of because trying to schedule around that once it starts turns into a nightmare. And then we want to take a honeymoon, so we had to have some space between there to actually go do something. So,
honeymoon to the Coliseum.
I think we're looking at. Well, I think we are looking at Nashville or Austin.
Oh.
So
Nash Vegas, huh?
Yeah. She hasn't traveled that far yet, so I think the thought of a 15-hour plane ride either to the Far East or to the West would be a lot.
Nashville, not my town.
Oh, it can be.
Not my town.
It can be. I got a bunch
hot and muggy and bad music.
Always wanted to go. Love me some live music.
I've got a bunch of friends who live in and around Nashville, and they all love it.
The scenery, however, is excellent.
I mean, you can find something.
Loads of talent.
Oh yeah, well,
loads of talent.
Sir, I'm going to be on my honeymoon. I'm good to go.
Well, you never know.
No.
I don't know how people swing. You know, do the thing.
No, I'm good.
It's 2026. We don't kink shame here.
But yeah. Also bad music. It's not just country, brother. It's country, it's blues, it's hip hop. Like,
there's a lot of bad country down there.
Oh, well, yeah. There's a ton of it.
There's a lot of bad rap music up here. Like, that's just how it shakes out.
There's a lot of bad rap music in that studio over there,
Easy
too.
there.
Easy
there.
Bad country music is one of the worst things that has ever happened to my eardrums.
I think about that with pretty much any band that starts with the.
I almost said earballs. That is a wild take, dude. Bands that start with the word the, Danny says most of them suck.
No, they suck. I don't enjoy their music.
The Rolling Stones.
Exactly.
You're crazy.
The Beatles.
I went to the Black Keys and he was like, I was like, okay.
The Who.
Okay.
Again,
The Who is just my favorite rock band of all time.
Yeah,
no big deal.
Again, no. I'm not taking away from what they have done for music.
Should I shut off his mic again today?
Yes.
It is just not my thing. I want nothing to do with it. Especially British rock bands, I want nothing to do with. The Clash, The Cure, not my thing. Don't get down on it. The only like British rock band that I've ever really liked is Black Sabbath. Of that era.
Way to go out on a limb.
Well,
I think a lot of people like that band.
but I mean, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, no. The British stuff's all whiny. Just I don't like it.
He doesn't like The Cure.
The disrespect is crazy.
Insane, dude. The Cure is whiny music. It birthed whiny music.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get down on whiny music.
Yeah, some guy I would never pass the aux any day.
No, it's the same thing with Grateful Dead. Don't like it.
Well, they are just called Grateful Dead.
That's why I said Grateful Dead. I didn't say the Grateful Dead.
Okay, all right.
But again, like that type of music, never been my thing ever.
Well, what do they say? The Grateful Dead is just country music for people who do acid.
That sounds about right.
If you listen to it, it's very country.
Mm-hmm.
For a guy who doesn't like country music, I sure do love the Dead.
You like a lot of country adjacent things.
I do.
You just don't like the idea of country because what it represents politically.
That's
really
not true.
what it is.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. Although it does represent a lot of things that I can't stand. Late 80s to current country music is absolutely like painstakingly eyeballs shoved picks through. Whatever is that I was trying to say. I can't handle that.
Yeah, no.
Brooks and Dunn, pass.
Not my jam.
Alabama, pass.
No, not my jam.
The Garth Brooks, pass. Can't handle it, dude.
Like I know the country music I like is a lot more than more modern stuff.
Ugh.
The more modern stuff I can get down with.
I'm all about like all the Highwaymen and Merle Haggard. I'm into that stuff.
Yeah,
the country western.
Yeah. Most of the stuff that when you bring a fiddle in, see, there's a stark difference between fiddle and violin.
You don't got to tell me, man, dude. I love the Dave Matthews Band. I'm fully aware of the difference between a violin and a fiddle.
But I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like Charlie Daniels Band, like Devil Went Down to Georgia.
That's a fiddle.
That's a fiddle, but that's a fiddle you can get down with.
I suppose.
Other than that, I hear fiddle, I'm like, I'm probably not.
I'm out.
Probably not going to be into this.
I'm out.
Just fiddle and spoons. We start going Deliverance. Washboard and spoons.
Oh, dude, do you not know the Soundgarden song Spoon Man?
Oh, yeah, but that's about heroin.
I've seen the Spoon Man perform because I saw Audio Slave, and they did Spoon Man. The original Spoon Man came out on stage and was playing the damn spoons.
Again, heroin.
No, it was marijuana that I was on. I don't do hard drugs.
No, Spoon Man.
Oh, Spoon Man. Oh, right, the spoon and the heating and the needles and right. I thought it was just a badass street performer that they found. They were like, let's write a song about this dude.
Not the amount of copious drugs they were shooting into their veins.
No, never. Oakley Dokley, we got a great show for you today. A lot to get to. Some college football action in hour number deuce. What do we got? This old man wide receiver is back, and maybe a little football as well, but let's start in the association as the Spurs move on to the NBA Finals, defeating the Thunder in Game 7. That's Danny, I'm Patrick, and this is Portland Sports Leader, the Fan Sports Network.
The biggest...
Portland Sports Leader, don't you forget it. We are live from the shadows of the historic Fremont Bridge, 503-864-6326. That's the fan text line. She'll let you interact with us throughout the entire day. Also over on the YouTubes, 105.1 The Fan is the channel. We're going to take a hard pivot here. We'll save the Spurs and Thunder for a moment. As, according to Adam Schefter, the Browns are finalizing a trade that will send two-time Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams.
And the Rams are paying a hefty price. They're sending Jared Verse and a 2027 first and other draft pick compensation still to be finalized.
Whoa.
That's Les Snead saying, sorry, Sean, I probably shouldn't have got you that quarterback. I probably should have done something else here. Here's Myles Garrett.
F them picks.
I mean, good gravy.
Is that enough for Myles Garrett?
Jared Verse is a monster.
Jared Verse is a lot. Plus, he's super young.
Agreed, but we're talking about Myles Garrett here, dude.
But this is also, again, it's a window for the Rams.
Yes.
The Browns don't have a window.
Oh.
And if you can still option a guy like Jared Verse. You can still do
and you're getting a
with him.
2027 first and more draft capital.
You can look towards the future with a guy like Jared Verse.
Is Verse a first ballot Hall of Famer? No. But is he's already a Pro Bowler and he's young. He's young.
Is this
I no longer have to see Myles Garrett twice a year.
This puts them firmly in the driver's seat, does it not? I mean, how much of an upgrade is Myles Garrett to Jared Verse? Just asking the question out loud.
I mean, it's not a slight to Jared Verse, but I mean, he's the two-time defensive player.
He's the best defensive player.
He's one of the scariest guys I've ever seen ever play football.
Yeah. Like, that's... Ooh, buddy.
Now that Myles Garrett is no longer a Brown, I can give him his love. This is the best. He's the single most absolutely dominant, and it's asinine to watch because the way that he just manipulates offensive linemen, throws them around, can move on a dime, stop, spin. He does everything well.
Who just crapped themselves more? Brock Purdy or Sam Darnold? The answer is Jacoby Brissett, but outside of Jacoby Brissett, who crapped their pants more just now? Brock Purdy or Sam D?
Yes.
Sam Darnold.
You think it's Sam D?
I mean,
It's Myles Garrett, dude.
Sam Darnold's bigger than Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy might die.
yeah, and his offensive line hasn't exactly been healthy.
Right. But it's not like the Seahawks offensive line is insanely awesome either. I mean, it's good. They won a Super Bowl with a running back as an MVP.
So the Rams have added Myles Garrett and McDuffie.
And Ty Simpson,
Yeah.
the future.
The fact that they went and got Ty Simpson now just makes so much less sense. It makes no. I mean, you're loading up for Bear.
Yeah.
You don't make a move for like Myles Garrett and also go, hey, maybe we want our quarterback in the future. Like you need to like, if they could run that back, I think they go somewhere else.
Holy catfish!
I know McVay goes somewhere else. We all saw the look on his face. Even
A receiver would be nice right about now,
to
don't
be honest,
you think?
like I'll go for a full hyperbole here. If they had taken Andrew Luck there, I bet you McVay would have been like, yeah. But we have a window right now.
No, because Andrew Luck walked in the league and started.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
it could have been a certified dude at quarterback.
Andrew Luck is like a top five.
I know, but I said it's
asset-built quarterback
I'm saying
ever.
hyperbole here, but like that's what I'm looking at McVay. He's probably like, I've got a wide receiver over here whose head is falling off because he's dumb. Could have used probably something else there.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Yes, like
is this like my favorite food is carbonara, but you're not making carbonara, but you are making tacos, and I love tacos.
Yeah,
is
it's
that what
like-
this kind
yeah,
of is?
it's like-
sorry you didn't get your carbonara, Sean, but here's some awesome tacos. Myles Garrett special.
Wow. Schefter has more. The Rams' interest in Myles Garrett was sparked shortly after the Browns modified the contract of the seven-time Pro Bowl defensive end in March, pushing back the option bonuses from the 15th day of the league year in March to 7 days before the start of the regular season, making it easier to trade him.
I just didn't think they were interested in trading
Well, no,
him.
that was the whole talk, was that they changed that structure around, which made it easier to trade him because then the books could be manipulated a little bit easier, as opposed to March, you're now looking at, 7 days before the start of the regular season? So,
Well, and books don't exist, okay? Let's be real here. The Rams have proven that the salary cap in the NFL is fake.
well, yes.
It is absolutely
It's
fake.
all about how you manipulate it, finding the loopholes. LA, the place to find loopholes, both the Rams and UCLA.
I don't understand the move for Cleveland here, though.
I do. Case nailed it. You're not
you
not
get
in a window.
younger.
You're so far out of the window. You're paying Deshaun Watson a lot of money this year.
Good God, is it the last year of Deshaun?
It has to be. Because if he doesn't win, no other team is going to want him.
No. I mean, like, is his contract done at this year?
I think this is the last
Yeah,
year.
and he's on the books for, was it 40-some mil?
I think it's 50.
Again, that's a lot of money to be playing a guy that just sits on the sideline.
So
Need to
Cleveland
make your
gets
money work for you.
So Cleveland gets younger with Verse and a first-round pick, which is going to be 28 to 32, somewhere around there.
And you're going to be buns, so you're going to be picking up high. So you may be able to get your quarterback wide receiver combo in the draft.
Or
next
just
year.
go get Myles Garrett of the future.
You have Jared Verse. Is that not the Myles Garrett of the future? I mean, to be fair, there is no Myles Garrett of the future.
Exactly. But,
that is a one of one.
But Jared Verse
But
is
yes,
very good.
Jared Verse is that guy.
Arch Manning?
They're going to
Dante
go.
Moore?
They're
Do
going to
they
go
keep
quarterback.
going down quarterback route?
They're going to.
I think they're going to until they hit on one.
Yeah.
Shador ain't it. And who'd they get this year? Didn't they draft a quarterback this year in the draft?
Not this year, but they drafted.
Yeah, this last draft. Did they not draft a quarterback?
Oh,
Because
yeah, Taylor Green.
Taylor Green, thank you.
right, yeah.
Because Dylan Gabriel's going to get cut.
But that's a flyer. I mean,
Sure, but Dylan Gabriel's going to get cut. Shador is not good enough. Deshaun is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Taylor Green
Look, I want him to work out because I like
is super fun to watch.
I mean, 6'7", incredibly fast,
Giant man.
wild arm quarterback. I love the idea.
and maybe if Cleveland accidentally wins games this year, you piece
That's not going to happen in that division.
piece that Rams pick with your pick, and that bumps you to one. If you're like, say you're in love with Arch or Dante or whoever's coming out, Julian say.
And the Steelers lost a game to the Browns solely on the basis of Myles Garrett has the sack record on the line. We're going to scheme away from him, and he still found a way to be a game wrecker.
Yeah. I mean, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like it
Stays healthy too.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like Jared Verse is a very good player. He's going to be a multi-time Pro Bowl player. Like, is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? I don't know. I can tell you right now, he's on path for the Hall of Very Good.
Already a two-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah. So
It's his third year coming up.
he's pretty damn good. So you take that, and again, another first, and then there's more draft compensation alongside that, which I imagine is probably like fourth, fifth, sixth, something, package of those.
And Cleveland fans are just getting more frustrated because you continuously are just kicking the can down the line.
Right.
But again, it's not like you really had the window to begin with.
No.
Your window was with Stefanski. You got to as far as you did, and then you optioned Baker away.
For Todd Monken. 4 years, $15 million is the rookie contract for Jared Verse. That's good money.
He's already overperforming
That's
that.
good money.
So in that, look,
Option for a fifth year in 2028. That's good money.
yeah, he'll decline.
Team option.
Well, yeah, that's a sit out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, year 5 is that's when guys get new deals.
Especially if
Especially if he's a 4-time Pro Bowler at that point in time.
But I mean, Cleveland would pay him, don't you think?
Yes.
and the market is probably going to reset on D linemen, or especially edge rushers, because around his class you have Abdul Carter, Will Anderson just reset the market. Daniil Hunter just got paid a bunch of
That's
money.
right. Will
You have
Anderson.
Alex Highsmith.
Did you say Will Anderson Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Anderson, he just got paid. Alex Highsmith, he's coming up on a contract year. TJ Watt probably going to get paid
We
more.
just
at the
saw
end
what
of his
Trey
year.
Hendrickson's getting paid in Baltimore as well.
Exactly. So
TJ's making a lot of money in Pittsburgh.
the market's probably going to reset in Versus favor.
Does this push them over? I still kind of like Seattle
well, yeah, I mean,
in that division. And not because they're the champs and you got to knock off the champs. Not that rhetoric, but
I mean, I
still
subscribe to that, but also
I still like Seattle as a whole.
But again, this is where if I'm Les Snead, I probably would have rather have them gone and got another weapon. Like
Yeah.
if you're loading up for like this,
I agree.
because this is it with Stafford.
And Myles Garrett, while very, very good, is an upgrade over Jared Verse.
Yes.
But I don't know if that's what's pushing you over.
Oh, this is by far the best team on paper. You found a chance for them to maximize turnovers, which is something that they did really good at. They had a linebacker and Nate Landman who led the NFL in forced fumbles. So now you have another guy.
You've got
in forced
McDuffie on
fumbles.
the back
Now
end.
You have McDuffie on
Yeah.
the back end, tightening up those windows for passing.
And you have a guy in Garrett who's going to get double-teamed every single play.
And guess who that frees up? That frees up a lot of talent on the other side.
R.I.P. the NFC West. R.I.P. Jacoby Brissett.
I'm not going to lie. Myles Garrett in a Rams jersey
It's going to look fresh.
kind of pops.
Well, I kind of liked him in the brown with the orange helmet. I thought that looked good, too.
yeah.
Especially when he's swinging
I
that
say when
helmet
he's
at
swinging it
Mason
around,
Rudolph.
yeah.
How did they really go from Aaron Donald to Myles
I
Garrett?
was just
have
going to
no
say, it's
idea.
like
That.
you have
With Jared Verse in between.
yeah. I mean, Aaron Donald is
That's your
probably the
buffer?
most disruptive interior defensive lineman in the history of the game to one of the top 5 pass rushers in the history of the game.
Myles
That's
Garrett-
pretty damn good.
Myles Garrett traded to the Los Angeles Rams for a 2027 first-round pick, Jared Verse, and other compensation to be named later. The bombshell in the NFL. Let's get to what we were going to get to, okay? In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs booked their ticket to the finals. They'll take on the Knicks. How they got there? There's Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, some college baseball news for you as your Oregon Ducks punched their ticket to the Super Regional round with a win over the Oregon State Beavers last night inside PK Park. Final score in that one was 4-1 as a strong 7th-inning rally lifted the Ducks to the next round. Over to the NBA as the finals matchup is officially set. After their win over the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday, the San Antonio Spurs will take on the New York Knicks to see who will walk away with the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Game 1 is Wednesday at 5:30 as San Antonio comes into the contest as early 4.5-point betting favorites. In the WNBA, your Portland Fire defeated Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever 100-84 over the weekend. Carla Late led the way as she posted another double-double as she finished with 18 points and 12 assists, going perfect yet again from the free throw line. Fire are back in action tomorrow at 7 p.m. as they take on the Golden State Valkyries in San Francisco. And finally, some breaking news, NFL news for you, as Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns are finalizing a deal to send the former Defensive Player of the Year to the Los Angeles Rams for 2-time Pro Bowler Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round picks, and other draft compensations that are still being negotiated. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of the Fan Happy Hour with Luke.
Spurs take down the Thunder 111-103 in Game 7 on Saturday night. Danny, I had to do the thing. The wife and I decided to go see the new Mandalorian movie. I watched half of the game, then I turned my phone off. Full off.
You didn't just go see the movie on Sunday?
No. We wanted to go on Saturday.
So you didn't watch a great Game 7 Western Conference Finals and you went and watched Slop?
I watched it afterwards.
No, you
I
got
got
watch it
home
live.
and I kept my phone off and I watched it.
You got to watch it live.
No spoilers. I got no spoilers. I'm good.
Unbelievable.
There was a kid like 8-9 seats to my left. There's literally 2 minutes left in the movie and he just starts vomiting profusely all over the movie theater floor.
Whoa.
I know. I thought it was like an older person. I was like, damn, because I heard some like we always do at Star Wars movies. And I looked over there. No, this kid was like 11 years old.
Well, he's pounding beers early.
And I heard it hit the ground. I was like, that sounds like vomit. And I looked at my wife and I was like, we got to go right now. She's like, the movie's almost over. And then I looked over at him and he goes, and I was like, why are we all still here watching this movie? It's over. And it's time to go.
It's only a matter of time until the smell kicks in.
It's time to go, everybody. Let's pack it up. Let's pack it up.
Yeah, that's how Patrick got the hantavirus.
Pretty much. Yeah. And now I'm giving it to all you, my wonderful friends, you.
I feel bad for whatever.
Even out there in Radio Land, it's going to seep through your speakers in your car. If you got the hantavirus, honk your horn.
I feel bad for whatever teenager had to go in there and
Clean
sweep
that.
it
Right,
out
dude?
the room.
I know. That movie ended. We got out of there at 9:30, and I know there was a 10:10 showing in that theater. I've worked in restaurants. Cleaning up people's puke will make you puke on top of it, and now you're cleaning up more puke.
Like I said, man, the worst punishment that I've ever seen doled out to somebody in the military was having crapper duty in the Middle East. To clean it up.
Pass.
You have to light it on fire?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you not only that, there's this, it's like a mini hot tub bucket. It's on wheels. It's underneath the crapper. And it's been sitting in 110-degree heat. And you got to grab the bars and pull this thing. I watched somebody do it, and I was like, oh, buddy. And they've got a bandana on their face, and that's it.
In the movie The Outpost, they do a whole scene dedicated to it.
They
where
burn
you
it with
just see
diesel
it's
fuel.
Like, oh.
Let me tell you, burning just sun-baked crap with diesel fuel after pounding MREs and crappy food and nicotine, there is not a smell on this planet that hits your face that is worse than that, other than like maybe like piles of bodies.
One time, this will show you how much of a dirtbag manager I was in restaurants. There was somebody who went number 2 in the urinal, but it was just like one giant log kind of tucked in the side there. And someone told me about this. They were like, dude, like a guest came out of the bathroom, was like, are you the manager? I was like, yeah. He goes, you're going to want to go check that out. And I was like,
he just wanted you to see how big it was.
And I went in there, and this MFer was huge, just nestled right up against the edge there. And so naturally, as a manager, I'm like, oh, dude, what poor busser is going to have to go clean this up?
It was a Shrekkard.
I don't know what that is.
It's a bleep record. A crap record.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
It's one of those, it's in the group chat.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah.
So I went out to the floor to go find what poor, 19-year-old busser kid I was going to go clean that up, and I realized the entire staff on duty that night were all women, and it was just me. So we double gloved and we picked that thing up like a Yule log, and I just dropped it in the real toilet, and we never spoke of it again until this moment.
Laying it down like a baby in a manger.
That's what it was, dude. I picked up tiny baby Jesus, and then escorted him to the other porcelain.
Just a girthy, just.
Dude, I'm talking like look at this Nalgene bottle. I'm talking like this Nalgene bottle just nestled in right there up on the left side. I'll never forget it, dude. I'll never forget it.
Did you drop it in the toilet or did you drop it in the trash can?
I dropped it in the toilet and flushed it.
Okay.
I have to clean that trash later.
Well, I was going to say, I was like.
Once I realized that I am the only man on duty, that's when I realized I have to clean the bathroom tonight as well. And so, yeah.
And Bleak says you were being sexist by not having them clean it.
No, I took one for the team.
Treating them as equals.
Double gloves, and
there's no amount of gloves I could do.
I got double gloves on, and then I washed my hands in isopropyl.
Oh, I mean, you're basically just washing them in bleach.
Yeah, basically.
Ugh.
It's impressive, dude.
So Spurs.
Tiny little baby Jesus. Still learning your shapes and your colors.
So Chet Holmgren.
Spurs win
Yeah, did you
111.
just call Jesus a piece of crap?
No, I call the piece of crap Jesus.
Nah, I wouldn't do that either.
San Antonio Spurs defeat the Oklahoma City Thunder 111-103 to book their trip to the NBA Finals for the first time since, what did they say, 2014? It's Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi beating the Heatles.
God.
Yeah, bro, LeBron had hair.
2014.
LeBron had hair. Yeah. That's how long ago that was.
Kawhi was a young pup.
Let's see where to start with this. Victor Wembanyama played 42 minutes of incredible basketball, 22 points, 7 boards, 2 assists, 1 block. Not the most dominating performance from Wemby, but you felt his presence. It felt like everybody around him was just waiting for him to do something, including Thunder players. I thought the Thunder were going to crawl back into this in the third quarter, and they just never had it. Similar to what OKC did to San Antonio in Game 5, San Antonio got up and just played keep away.
Well, it's me this time.
And just played keep away from them and did not allow them to go on runs. Look, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, okay, the great SGA, 43 minutes, 35 points, at the free throw line 11 times, 9 assists, was doing everything he could. And it just wasn't enough.
He was great. He hit just some. I mean, he had a mid-range that off that step back where he got away from Wemby and created 8 feet of space and still had to moonball it up and just rip the net. And I was like, brother, if he's going to hit these shots, they're going to be in this game. But nobody else wanted to show up.
No, they didn't. I was a little impressed with Cason Wallace. I thought he had an okay game.
Well, I mean, his fourth quarter was bonkers.
Yes.
Julian Champagnie had an amazing Game 7.
Yeah.
I will say, him and Dylan Harper, when Dylan Harper's creating and Champagnie's just getting the catch and shoot, they are a tough team to beat.
Wemby has the shot of the series on the 30-foot pull-up in Game 1.
Yes.
Second biggest ball shot in this series is Dylan Harper for 3 in the fourth.
Agreed.
That shot was little hezzy snatch back pull, just let that thing go from 27 feet and buried it. That dude was doing the Major League 2, you got marbles around the basketball
then
court.
they doubled him on the next possession, and that's how you got that Champagnie 3, forced the timeout while they're up 10. It's like, there you go.
And SGA got blitzed late in that game and crapped the bed, just threw the ball to the middle of the floor, and that was to me those two plays, the Harper 3 and SGA crap in the bed on that those were the ones that set the table for like, the Spurs are going to do this.
Harper hit that 3, and I knew it was over.
Oh yeah,
I knew it was over.
Harper,
and there was a look on Harper's face where you remembered the kid is 19, 20 years old.
20, yeah.
Because he hit that shot, he turned around, and he was like, "Oh my God, we're going to the finals." It's like, yeah, bud, you are.
Harper played
the rest of us already know this, bud. Welcome to the party.
27 minutes, 12 points, 7 boards, 3 assists. It was a +9, had 3 offensive rebounds, and just again, you're trusting a rookie, a 20-year-old rookie in crunch time.
And I sit here and wonder how he only has 27 minutes. Like, that's Mitch Johnson's job now in the finals. We'll take a peek at the finals in the Big Nooner, and we'll kind of also circle back on OKC with what they do. But that's your challenge now, Mitch Johnson. It's not a bad challenge to have. How can you get more out of Dylan Harper?
And that's what we were talking about on Friday. It was like, De'Aaron Fox, enjoy this because
and Fox was good.
Fox was good.
Fox was good. Great facilitator. He had 5 assists. That speed is always going to be the benefit to him. He's always going to
knock down threes.
He's going to run the court. He knows what he's looking for. He knows how that team runs. Boy, this is Dylan Harper's squad, though, going forward.
Yeah, Fox really helped that early run in the first quarter, but down the stretch, they just relied on Dylan Harper.
I mean, the final 5 minutes of the game, it was Harper and Wemby. It was Harper and Wemby and what they could do. And, again, just beat this horse to death. Wemby in the middle of the floor defensively.
It's impossible.
You just watched guys fold, drive, kick because he was there, drive, hesitate, stop. And we'll get to it. Chet, just where are you?
503-864-6326. This texter reminding us Cornet block was the play of the game. It was one of many. Yeah. There were a couple plays in that game. I mean, Wemby hit a 3 that I just went, oh, God. Here it goes. Here it goes. Like, this thing's over.
And for a team to never have been there, this is the first time we've seen a team skip all of the steps. They win the title.
Dude, they out-vetted the vets.
Yeah. And people are like, well, they didn't have J-Dub. And I'm like, the Spurs didn't have Fox the first 2 games. What do you mean?
Yeah, J-Dub would have been nice
Harper missed a game. It's like,
J-Dub would have been nice to have because for the first game in the series, I mean, Jay Lynn was good, but for the first game in this series so far, I looked at Oklahoma City's bench and was disappointed.
Yeah, but what do we hear all season about the Thunder? They haven't been challenged and how deep they are and how many creators they have. They don't actually need all this stuff. Well, that matters when your third best player craps the bed.
Paging Chet Holmgren. Paging Chet Holmgren. Next on The Fan. They're pointing out, who takes time to poo in a urinal? Like someone easily could have walked in, and how do you explain yourself?
Somebody's in the stall, and you just got to go. Not that I've ever done it, but like I'm trying to think of a justification.
You
for
thought
it.
of that pretty quickly.
Look,
Was it you, dude?
no.
Was it you?
No. I had a buddy who crapped in a sink once
Why?
because everything was full.
He's just,
It had to happen.
dude, the garbage can. Was the garbage can occupied?
Too high up.
Like connected to the wall sort of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Lift me up, bro.
Yeah.
Give me a hand, bro. I'm
He
dying.
sat on the counter,
I'm
like
dying.
used the kitchen or the bathroom sink like a
Just held on.
Yep.
Ah!
I walked in. I was like, "What? I'm out, dog." It was Abe Simpson walking into the bar. Go on back out.
How do you explain yourself, Chet Holmgren? Dude, this mofo, I'm pretty sure, did not have a shot in the second half.
2 total shots in the game.
Two?
I didn't tell you. Case, do you know what Chet Holmgren averaged in the Western Conference Finals, his slash?
I'm going to guess 8, 7, and 2.
Wow, that's nice of you.
So he, in this series, averaged 10.7 points, 7.1 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1.1 blocks in 30 minutes a night.
I kind of nailed it.
That's all. We got one damn hit.
You can't say damn on the air.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
Yeah, dude.
R.I.P. Bob Uecker.
Chet is just...
He shot 51% from the field, 27% from 3. Had 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals in 33 minutes in Game 7.
See, these stats are misleading. I think these stats are way too friendly to Chet. Look, Chet's my guy, right? GU for life. I love Chet. Bro, where are you?
We had this conversation off air.
I mean,
we were talking about Chet, and you were like, I think he, going into the series, you're like, I think he can pick up that slack offensively. I'm like, I don't think he's that guy offensively.
Without J-Dub?
Not even that. Not even with J-Dub.
Just being the number 2 guy.
I don't think he has the capacity to be that guy. Not because he doesn't have the tools. I just don't think he has the mentality. I think a lot of the Chet stuff has gone around because it's do-rag Chet, and he's invited to the cookout, and he's able to clean up and feast off other guys. I don't think he's that guy. I don't think he's that level of creative. Like, people are like, oh, no, him and Mobley are kind of the same. I'm like, no, Evan Mobley is a lot more fluid, a lot more creative. But with Mobley, it's more like aggressiveness. I don't think Chet's tools are that high offensively.
You know that I'm a Mark D guy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that Mark D would find ways for Chet to keep him away from Wemby. Like when Chet's got the ball, to be an offensive creator, because they would do anything they can to keep Wemby away from Chet.
And what did Wemby do?
And
Wemby
they
said
couldn't.
no.
They couldn't do it, and it got to a point. I don't know if I've ever seen the yips of this magnitude in basketball.
This is.
I'm afraid to shoot. I'm afraid to have the ball. I don't even want the ball. Because like, let's say SGA can't get his 35 points, right? If he can't get his 35 points, he can have 15 assists, no problem. Because he can say, okay, my shot's not working, the defense is closing down on me, I can't get to the paint like I like to, so I'm just going to distribute and be a facilitator. He can do that. Chet's like, don't pass me the ball. Chet's me in middle school basketball saying, don't give me the ball because I'm going to turn it over.
This is, everybody talked about, Chet's got that dog in him. That was always the thing.
Chet does not have dog in him.
No. I can't remember a rivalry that was more one-sided at the top end in basketball in my lifetime.
Controversial take, it's not a rivalry. It's not.
I've heard a couple people say this.
You're
now.
just owned.
It's not just owned, and it's not even the yips. He was humiliated and emasculated. Like, and this is at the highest levels. You don't see guys get emasculated in professional sports. That's like when I came in today, I was like, I feel like Chet's getting off light, because this wasn't just like he didn't show up. He got sunned to a level that I have never, and it wasn't just one game. It was an entire series.
And I don't know where you're seeing that, because
he's getting killed, but I'm at the point of like, why are people not? And again, I don't want it to be this hyper reactionary thing, because Wemby is so different. But I, in my life, have never seen a player get so, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally wrecked by a guy in every single matchup.
Near the end of the game, near the end of Game 7, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to get killed on Monday by Danny Marang, because my guy is buns. You text me, Chet is buns. Yeah. I did not respond because I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to get killed. How do I stick up for my camp? I didn't even start the thought.
No.
You know how sometimes I like to be the jerk to you sometimes and take the other side. Well, Chet wasn't that bad. Can't even finish that sentence. No. Can't. I got no retort.
And this isn't the guys like this is your first time and all those kind of you won a title last year.
You're third team All-NBA.
You're supposed to figure this out. Mm-hmm. And there wasn't a game in this. Like, he had a game when he had 16 and 11. It was like, cool, where's the impact?
Bro, Donovan Clingan had a better series against Wemby than Chet Holmgren.
He had more Defensive Player of the Year votes than Rudy Gobert.
Again, going back to that was the other thing. Where was Chet defensively in this series?
Where was Chet anywhere?
Other than the block in overtime against Wemby?
Rudy Gobert gave you a lot more work.
Where was Chet to be found in this series? Where was his impact?
I think that's the most damning thing about him is the Spurs are a really, really bad matchup for Chet Holmgren.
The Spurs are a bad matchup for everyone. So there is a asterisk or a caveat or whatever you want to put on here, but you've got to find a way to do something.
And you can, we were laughing with Dirt and Sprague during the changeover about like the Dame CJ days. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of offense, but really bad defense. And as they would advance in the playoffs, it would get exposed, and the Warriors surely exposed that in 2019 in the Western Conference Finals. But you still saw Dame and CJ get their buckets. Okay? They're getting blown by on defense. They become a liability a little bit out there, but they're still contributing to some aspect. And that's what's so damning about Chet, is it's nothing. It's not creating, it's not passing the ball, it's not facilitating it.
It's not defense.
You are literally...
You finished second for Defensive Player of the Year behind that dude.
You were on the court for 33 minutes.
And where's your impact?
4 rebounds? Bro, you're 7 foot.
It's just...
you took 2 shots?
I said something about, like, Wemby is that one. He's one of one, and somebody, like, he skipped all the steps because he's that special. Somebody's like,
I agree,
but somebody responded with, well, it's not like he, carried the team and you only had 20 and 7. I'm like, did you watch the game? Did you watch the series? That man bends space and time defensively.
Yeah, look, I'm with you. Like, Wemby's great. It's unlike anything we've ever seen. You were playing 5-on-4 basketball for 33 minutes.
What impact did he have? Because Wemby didn't worry about him.
That's why it's not a rivalry, bro.
And then when Chet was off the floor, Mark D was trying to pull the strings and play small ball. There was a set where they brought in Jared McCain, Cason Wallace, and they tried to play small ball and play fast. Then they turned the ball over, and you can't really, when you can't control the ball and you can't take care of it,
and you saw in the end, Mark D was like, Chet, on the bench, you're done.
That's supposed to be one of your dudes.
I don't think the game was fully out of hand at that moment. I think we all knew.
But you weren't getting anything from him.
We all knew the Spurs were probably going to win this game by the time that happened. But when Mark D looked at Chet and he was like, and Chet knew it. He sat down. He took it.
And it's just.
I've never seen anybody like it. I've never seen it. You are good, dude. You are very, very good.
He's incredibly talented, but that man, I can't remember when it wasn't. And people are like, well, people just kill him for Game 7. I'm like, I'm killing him for the series.
Yeah.
It's
the whole series.
And this isn't a guy who's just figuring it out. You won a title last year. You don't get the excuses. You don't get to sit there and say, we're ahead of schedule and we're going to be here for years, and then crap the bed so drastically the next season. Well, no. You don't get to have both. You're either on time and you're here and you're ready and you've arrived, or you're not him.
He is not him.
Pick one.
OKC goes home packing. They will not compete in the finals for a second straight season. That leaves our last back-to-back champ being the Golden State Warriors.
8 straight years.
In the Big Nooner, we'll come back and take a peek at what's next for Oklahoma City, as I think there's a lot of questions. We'll also take a peek at the finals matchup, Spurs versus Knicks. But let's get into a little college football, Danny. I want to ask you a question. I got some updates on this Maria Cantwell-Ted Cruz bill that's going to go before the Senate. Loaded second hour. Don't go anywhere. 105.1 The Fan.
Portland Perks.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This sports update is brought to you by Mountaintop Metal Roofing. No maintenance, energy efficient, fire resistant, and a lifetime warranty. Do it once, do it right. Visit mountaintopmetalroofing.com. First on the Fan, some college baseball news for you as your Oregon Ducks punch their ticket to the Super Regional round with a win over the Oregon State Beavers last night inside PK Park. Final score in that one was 4-1 as a strong seventh inning rally lifted the Ducks to the next round. Over to the NBA as the finals matchup is officially set. After their win over the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday, the San Antonio Spurs will take on the New York Knicks to see who will walk away with the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Game 1 is Wednesday at 5:30 in San Antonio as the Spurs come into the contest as early 4.5-point betting favorites. In the WNBA, your Portland Fire defeated Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever 100-84 over the weekend. Carla Late with an elite double-double performance as she finished with 18, 12, and going perfect yet again from the free throw line. Fire are back in action tomorrow at 7 p.m. as they take on the Golden State Valkyries in San Francisco. And finally, some breaking NFL news for you as Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns have finalized a deal to send the former Defensive Player of the Year to the Los Angeles Rams for two-time Pro Bowler Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round pick, and other draft compensations that are still being negotiated. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom, call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for the Oregon Ducks.
Hour number deuce here. If you're missing the first hour, you can download that, The Fan Podcast, 1051, thefan.com, the Odyssey app, wherever you get your podcasts. If you missed Dirt and Sprague this morning, Feisty Bunch this morning for 4 hours, you can catch that wherever you get your podcasts, the Odyssey app. Rewind, fast forward, except for in the future, for that would be impossible. A lot to get to this hour as we'll touch on some college football, some college basketball, and some college baseball as well. Because I know we're all watching a ton of college baseball now. Right?
Yes.
No, I am not. But I got more breaking news for you.
Dun, 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 dun.
I've got more breaking news to you. This comes by the official website for one Taylor Swift. The original song, I Knew It, I Knew You, for Toy Story 5 is available for pre-order. There are 3 collector's editions, each with unique vocals and production. Nobody can squeeze a dime like Taylor Swift can squeeze a dime.
Come on now. She knew what she was doing.
3 different productions, 3 different vocals. It's genius. They're going to gobble it up. They'll be on eBay for $100 by tomorrow.
It's Toy Story 5.
It's going to be good, dude.
Dude, I had no idea Toy Story 5 was coming out, and I saw a commercial, like it started. I was like, that looks like a new Toy. Is that a new Toy Story?
Yes, sir.
I was just like, I don't have kids, so I was just like, I'm not in that zeitgeist. And when I saw that, I was just like, I mean, that's $1 billion.
Yeah. Easy.
That's $1 billion. It's Toy Story.
Easy.
Unbelievable.
I thought they should have ended it at 3. Before was pretty solid. I have high hopes for 5.
The
bad guy is the tablet.
Yeah, well,
It's technology.
Makes sense. We were talking about this. It's the most successful sequel movie run ever.
Well, I mean, there are like 12 Land Before Times. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm talking about the level of good.
I've seen them all. They're all terrible.
Yeah, but we were talking about Star Wars. Yeah, the first 3 movies were like all the movies have been financially successful, but like the first 3 movies, great. The prequels panned. The what do they call the
sequel trilogy?
Sequel trilogies.
Despised.
Like, don't get me wrong, printed money.
The prequels are now like cult classics.
Yeah. Now, Toy Story, all of them bangers. Different levels of bangers, but they're all bangers.
Toy Story is just animated Fast and the Furious. I don't want to hear anything otherwise.
Wow. That's a hot take.
I think Toy Story 3 is like one of the highest rated movies of all time by all of the reviewers.
And tell me the storyline in Toy Story 3.
Ooh.
Lotso.
Lotso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lotso the bear. He was abandoned by his child, but he found out that he wasn't abandoned. He was lost. Spoiler alert.
That sounds like a Toretto to me.
I have only cried
Family.
in 3 movies in my life. Revenge of the Sith, when Obi-Wan is pouring his heart out to Anakin. You were my brother. Schindler's List, because killing Jews is real sad in the Holocaust. And number 3 is Toy Story 3, and I cried twice during that movie.
Any movie where a dog dies.
And I don't watch those movies. I refuse to. I can't handle that.
John Wick, I teared up.
I haven't seen John Wick movies. My mother yells at me all the time about it.
That's the best action movie series out there.
This tweet from Ross Dellinger. We spoke about this this bill going before the Senate Commerce Committee, supported by Ted Cruz of Texas and Maria Cantwell of Washington. Ross Dellinger tweeted, supportive letters were sent today from the Big 12 and ACC commissioners. A hearing is scheduled for Wednesday before the Senate Commerce Committee on their bill, arguably the most significant hearing in the NCAA's 7-year lobbying effort. Now, my question, Danny, that I wanted to bring to you is, while some of this stuff I agree with, some of this stuff I don't, as we talked about it last week, the interesting aspect of this, let me share some stats at you real quick, okay? The Big Ten and the SEC, those teams, where they're located, are some of the most populated states for members of the House of Representatives.
Oh, weird.
The top 3 in population are California, Texas, and Florida. 8 of the top 10, with exceptions being New York and North Carolina, and 11 of the top 15 states being represented in Congress have Big Ten SEC ties.
Oh, shocking.
So that's the question. Like, does this die simply because constituents want to get reelected? And so they can't vote yes on this because it's voting against the Big Ten, and you're a senator from Ohio?
I mean, all of the college...
You're a senator from Michigan?
All the college football info brokers, news brokers, people that are around it all seem to think it's going to pass. For whatever that's worth.
And I not to get into politics, but I'm going to kind of get into politics here. I would be very surprised, because when does a lobbyist get into Maria Cantwell's head about the University of Washington and what that means for the Big Ten and what their dollars mean? You know, when does a House of Representatives in California get a lobbyist in their ear talking about, well, USC and UCLA would very much like this to not pass?
Well, the flip side of it is, how many of those lobbyists are representing the ADs versus the presidents and chancellors of universities?
And maybe that's the question. Do the presidents and chancellors of the Big Ten and SEC, are they cool with this, but the ADs aren't? Like, where does that buck stop? That's kind of what I'm curious about this whole thing.
And that's, again, I don't like a lot of stuff that's in this legislation because it's very much in favor of the university, the ADs, the chancellors. It's very anti-player.
Very
anti-player. And it seems like it's just rolling things back to the NCAA, and I am vehemently against every bit of that. The player mobility, the caps, the 5% cap on an agent. That's BS. That's absolute. You are limiting somebody's market. If somebody wants to go out there, for those that don't know the way like the structure of this stuff works, like, I've got an agent. My agent gets a certain percentage on a contract that I sign outside of here, or any type of media deal that I signed if they find it. But if I go out and find it, he doesn't get a fee. But the fee structure changes depending on what it is. So, for an example, there's NIL deals, and then there's off-market deals. Those percentages change. Like, everybody's like, well, 5% sounds like a lot. Well, if you're negotiating a $10,000 deal and it's 5%, you get $500. Okay, just think about that for a second. Okay, like, well, that $500. Do you know how many hours and how much paperwork goes into that? Like, that's not. So what typically agents charge is anywhere up to 20% because of the amount of time that goes into it. It's billable hours and all the kind of things that come along with that. And if somebody wants to go out and have somebody who specializes in a certain field, we aren't negotiating multi-million-dollar deals in the NFL, MLB, NBA, where a 3% fee is tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Those are very, very, very different. So the idea of like, no, we're going to hard cap you at that. Well, you know what that means? That means other agents aren't going to be able to get into it. And you're going to have a couple agents controlling everything because they're just going to scoop everybody up because nobody else has the capacity to be able to do that.
It's kind of weird that they're pro free market capitalism for the universities, but not the
nobody,
agents and the players.
anybody else.
Nobody else.
This is what I'm talking
Very
about.
strange.
It's all about giving the power. It's a power vacuum. And they're going, no. Legislation, state employees, we need to make sure it's here. You want to solve this problem? Fine. Make them employees. You don't want players transferring every year? Give them 1, 2, 3, 4-year contracts. Make them employees and make them be fully bought out.
And boy, they just are so adverse to that.
If we're talking free market, it's free market for everybody. If somebody, again.
You make them employees and you tax the S out of them.
Ta-da! I don't get, the reason they don't do this is because it shows that they don't actually have any power.
Right.
It's look, I'll use the Oregon suing a player thing. It's not because it's Oregon. It's funny, but
it's because it's Oregon.
It's because it's Oregon. But it's like any university that does that. I'm like, okay, then make him an employee. Make an employee. What's to stop you from making an employee?
It is really another thing that I find really strange about the whole situation too is nobody believes the NCAA has real power.
And they're trying to grant it back.
And they're trying to like legally give them power that they've never had to begin with.
And they're trying to make it antitrust so they can't go and sue the pants off them
so weird.
When they try to pass this. That's the thing that I absolutely hate. I am not granting antitrust exemption to that hellscape. Absolutely not. And that's what people should be fighting against. If you were talking about, we want this to be free, we want to open this up, all the schools who want to pay to play, we know we talked about Oregon State last week. If you want to pay to play, South Dakota or North Dakota State wants to come and play, Sacramento State wants to come and play, James Madison, anybody wants to come and play, then we open this damn thing up for the players too. I am in favor of legislation that puts legislation in place that grants freedom, not restricts it.
Also, if you're going to give power to somebody, don't give it to the NCAA. They've already proven to you that they can't.
They gave you 70 years of them ripping people off.
Yeah, and then it became exposed, and now you're trying to give it back. I don't know. Kill it all. Just end it. No more college football. It's over. It's over for one guy. Definitely over for one guy. We'll go there next. 105.1 The Fan.
The Fan is.
Well, just a reminder for you all, June 23rd, Toyota presents the Fan Golf Classic at Langdon Farms Golf Club. The whole shebang is sold out. So if you want to get about it, you're probably going to have to make some phone calls to some friends and see if anybody's going to drop out. We should find like a sick list, a substitute list. If you're foursome, if someone drops out, we've got somebody slotted right there. It's the most fun day in golf activations and tastings around the course. The infamous Angels Envy Bourbon Par 3 6-hole. We'll all be hanging out there. Dirt, Sprague, Luke, Isaac, Suk, Danny, myself, there to give you love or give you grief. Matt's Barbecue will hook you up with food at the end. There's more details at 1051thefan.com. The Fan Golf Classic, presented by Toyota. Also brought to you by our friends at Vulcan Design and Construction, Henderson Daughter Windows and Doors, George McCoy at Warren Allen Attorneys at Law, Battery Exchange, Maestro Dobel Tequila, Laurelhurst Market Steakhouse and Butcher Shop, Philbrook Law, 1-800-DIVORCE, Roto Rooter, Illegal Mezcal, Pub Beer, Cheap Fun, and Window Nation. You guys are talking about Aaron Donald returning.
Just be fun. Just him staring at that Green Goblin mask and having him be like, you want to come back one more time? Come back one more time?
He's still ripped, dude. I saw him on game day last year.
He still whooped Jared Verse's ass in workouts.
I saw him on game day, and he took off his shirt with Pat McAfee, and I was like, Pat, put your shirt back on, buddy.
Yeah, Aaron Donald's 300 pounds with a six-pack. That doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make any
that
sense.
doesn't make any sense. The only other human I've ever seen with that is Brian Shaw. That's it.
If he came back, that'd be the filthiest D-line we've ever seen, would it not be?
It would be up there. I mean, just the fact that you have Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald. I was like, Von Miller, this thing. Just play pass rushing downs. Because you can't double-team them both.
Nope.
Not with Byron Young there.
Or some linebacker just up the gut free.
Like,
boom!
So one of Myles Garrett or Aaron Donald is getting single covered. Good luck with that.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, we've got some new information on old Brendan Sorsby. I think we can put to bed that this kid ain't playing college football ever again in his entire life. He placed at least 40 bets involving Indiana football as a quarterback for the Hoosiers, used sportsbook accounts registered to a family member and friends to wager approximately $90,000 over 4 years, continued to gamble after transferring from Cincinnati to Texas Tech in December. Here's the really damning one, though. Even after transferring to Texas Tech, Sorsby transferred money to others to place live bets for him while in Texas, a state where sports wagering is illegal.
Dude, that's wire fraud now.
Yeah, dude, I don't know if you should be worried about college football right now.
You're lucky you're not getting crushed.
I think you might want to worry about the Attorney General of the state of Texas coming at you.
If he was making those bets over the phone, that's interstate wire fraud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Like, this is where you are now, dude. This is why gambling is no joke. I don't partake in gambling now, not because of this, but because I fear this. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily for myself, but for everybody else. That's why, dude, you want to go play card games and slots in Vegas? Go with God. Have fun. Knock yourselves out. Don't care about it. Sports gambling, dude, it scares me because, like I said, this guy, having a lawyer that you think is going to help you play college football, dude, I'm not hiring that guy anymore. You are now fired. I am now hiring a federal district attorney to represent me.
Yeah. I can face 20 years, dude.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about this is it's Texas Tech, and Tech's president voted last fall to rescind a proposed rule that would have permitted players to bet on pro sports. He voted against allowing players to bet on professional sports. And it's the NCAA says in multiple documents. And now he's taking a new position in a letter earlier this week that said the opposite. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, my friend.
Changing his tune, huh?
At least the judge that was originally presiding over this case recused himself because he was a Tech graduate, multiple-time Tech graduate.
I mean, there's no way he was going to be able to go through with that.
I mean, he could.
That would have been a bad look, amigo.
But yeah, he was like, "Nah, I'm out. I don't want anything to do with this."
Smart move.
But the number of bets on his own team. I have yet to see a single person in the world of college football or athletics who I know and trust say anything other than, "Brother, you could get me to go to bat for you for a million things. You did the one thing you are not allowed to do no matter what sport. You bet on your own team.
And I don't care if you give me the Pete Rose garbage of I never bet us to lose. I don't believe that.
And even if you
at Indiana 3 years ago, give me a break.
Yeah. And again, even if that were the case, you don't bet on your own team. Period.
And again, I don't think there's anything to worry about now because it's the Attorney General of the state of Texas that now is interested in your wire fraud.
So, yeah, I
mean, I don't know the rules. Is that something? Like,
they could look at it, but I don't know if it's heading that way. I don't think it's going to go that way.
How bad do you want to make an example?
Well, here's the problem that happens with that.
You want to scare people from gambling? This is your example.
But you want to scare all athletes from betting on themselves in that manner?
It's not a bad idea, but here's the other thing. How many schools are going to start looking into their own guys and not like what they find?
I don't know, man. I think this is something, though, that you want to look.
Well, here's the other part
I think you want to know.
Well, then you get private institutions that'll then just have players kicked off of teams for detrimental to team values.
I think you want to find this out because the worst case scenario, the apocalyptic doomsday scenario, is not good.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It will end your sport as you know it.
Mm-hmm. And if you think Brendan Sorsby is the only guy doing this, you are out of your freaking mind.
Because you have to think about it. If you're Kurt Cignetti at Indiana, if you're Dan Lanning at Oregon, Lincoln Riley, Sarkisian, pick your
You've
poison.
got guys betting on your own team on your roster.
And you know that. You can get rid of those guys. I don't care if they're Sorsby level. If you are Sark or Day, fill in the blank of all these high-profile coaches, you can go get yourself another quarterback. Texas Tech's in a weird spot because the window's closed. I get it. I think it's more of an isolated in terms of the timing. But if Ryan Day, and this I'm using as an example, if Ryan Day finds out that Julian Sayin is betting on Ohio State football games, you kick him off the team instantly. Do you have a down year because you lost Julian Sayin? Maybe. But next year, what if he gets C.J. Carr to transfer? See what I mean? And that will pick it back up. I think you want to get rid of all those guys.
You want to, but I don't think it, if you're, again, I'm for getting it out of it, but I don't think you're going to get the institutions to go along with it. And here's your perfect example. University of Cincinnati is suing Texas Tech for the buyout. Well, through discovery, they have found that Cincinnati was made aware of his gambling issues and still did not do anything about it. So this is where I'm going with this, everybody's going to sweep it under the rug. Everybody's going to sweep it under the rug because nobody wants it to be like you.
They'll blame it on the player, not the problem.
Everybody wants to sit there and get on top of their house and shout it from the rooftops. We don't do that here. And then you open up the closet and go, oh, crap, we did that here. And you're sweeping that under the rug because we didn't hear a peep about it outside of Cincinnati. Not
they did
one
make
word.
that choice.
And you consider and say, well, my school wouldn't do that. Yes, they would. All of them would. Oregon, USC, Washington State.
Whoa. We don't bet on our own team, dude. That's bad juju. I told you this.
Every single place has it happening. There's some fourth-string cornerback that's betting against his team.
Look, I know it's never going to happen, but I think sports gambling should be illegal.
Oh, that Pandora's box is already open. You can't.
I know.
You can't put that tiger back in the cage.
I know. Go back to offshore accounts.
No, because that stuff. That's in today's era. You need the visibility. That's how they caught him. That's how they caught Sorsby.
Yeah.
Because of the data. Because there's a string
you
can pull.
That's how they caught Class A and Rozier.
We'll
get to Rozier tomorrow.
Being in the open is what catches these guys. Mm-hmm. Every single one of them. Calvin Ridley too. Every single one of these guys. Terry, Chauncey, Jonte Porter. All of it being in the open is what caught them.
And the old transferring money to your friends to do it for you is clearly not the answer either.
Yeah, because guess
That'll
what?
Catch you too.
There's a digital record. Straight cash, homie. What are we doing? You can afford it? Just saying. But yeah, they've already gone to court this morning. The ruling is expected by the end of the day. It's a 1-day deal. I don't know how. If he is able to play, holy crap.
I need you to choose who you would like to defend. Brendan Sorsby or Chet Holmgren?
Oh, that's easy, Chet.
Even with how bad Chet was?
Yes.
He's still
there's still...
He may be bad, but
He ain't Sorsby bad?
He didn't bet on himself to go under every single game.
Yeah, we hope not.
We hope.
What if that's what it is with Chet?
He took the unders.
Just took the unders for everything.
Got a $240 million contract and he took $100,000. Hey, Terry Rozier, maybe don't take $80,000 to freaking throw a game when you're making $25 million.
I heard he made $30.
What was it? We did the math as he makes about 360 every game check.
Yeah.
Brendan Sorsby, this texter. Brendan Sorsby has somehow managed to do the impossible, make the NCAA the correct party in a dispute. We hate you even more.
How do you do
even more?
that?
Yeah. You've made the NCAA the good guys.
It's just like the NCAA is like a step above Al Qaeda. Like, what are we doing?
Wow.
Okay, that's
easy ride.
But it's just like
a large step above. How about that? Above. Yes.
Learn about Cuba, having some food.
Yeah, well, R.I.P. Brendan Sorsby. A lot of people dying today. Gunned down in their primes.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Brock Purdy's dead. Chet Holmgren's dead. Brendan Sorsby's dead.
Sorsby's dead.
Dead. Like, not coming back. He might play in the NFL. They don't care.
CFL's calling his name. They take those cases up there.
Oh, yeah.
And if he's good enough, maybe an NFL team will give him a flyer. I don't think that's the case, though. But
I don't think that's the case either. Let's stick in the world of college basketball or college sports, but slide over to basketball. A really strange thing going on in the swamps of Louisiana. There's Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, some college baseball news for you as your Oregon Ducks punched their ticket to the Super Regional round with a win over the Oregon State Beavers last night inside PK Park. Final score on that one was 4-1 as a strong 7th inning rally lifted the Ducks to the next round. Over to the NBA Finals as the matchup is officially set. After their win over the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday, the San Antonio Spurs will take on the New York Knicks to see who will walk away with the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Game 1 is Wednesday at 5:30 in San Antonio as the Spurs come into the contest as early 4.5-point betting favorites. In the WNBA, your Portland Fire defeated Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever 100-84 over the weekend. Carla Late with an elite double-double performance as she finished with 18, 12, going perfect yet again from the free throw line. Fire are back in action tomorrow at 7 p.m. as they take on the Golden State Valkyries in San Francisco. And finally, some breaking NFL news for you as Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns have finalized a deal to send Garrett over to the Los Angeles Rams. Trade includes a deal for two-time Pro Bowler Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round pick, and other draft compensations that are still being negotiated over to Cleveland. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
Your home for Seahawks football.
quick little update on the Myles Garrett trade. Myles Garrett has been traded to the Los Angeles Rams. We finally know what the Browns are going to receive. They will take Jared Verse, 2027 first round, 2028 second round, and a 2029 third round FM picks.
Pretty good deal for the Rams.
I think
for the
Browns. That's the haul I was more talking about.
Yep.
I saw the first round and Jared Verse, and I was like, is that enough? You throw in a second and a third? Okay, now we're talking.
So you got a two-time Pro Bowler that's not even in his prime yet, and then a first, a second, and a third.
You must have a lot of faith in this coach that he's going to steer the ship in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Good little deal.
I don't know if I have that faith.
It's the Browns.
Isn't it Todd Monken? Isn't he the head coach there?
Mm-hmm.
And he said that right now it's been an embarrassment so far because they have quarterbacks throwing interceptions in 7-on-7.
What? That's a real thing?
Oh, yeah. It's a
in
real
OTAs right now?
In OTAs right now.
Shador and Deshaun throwing picks on
not
7-on-7?
Deshaun hasn't thrown one, but they posted the stat line of Shador and Dylan Gabriel throwing interceptions.
Oh, Dylan's going to get
in
cut.
OTAs.
Dylan Gabriel's going to get cut. Did you guys see that Shador Sanders made $17 million off the NFL last year? In his, name, image, and likeness, basically? Shattered Tom Brady's record? I don't understand how that works. So it's like when they run commercials and you're in it, you get money off that?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then whatever, you get percentages of your jersey sales, too.
Is the Sanders family, are they just Ponzi scheming sports right now?
No, they're just taking money.
Just out in the open? We'll have some of that.
Yeah. Branding, man. It's smart.
It is.
If I were Shador, I'd be doing it too because you ain't going to be in the league for that long.
I was going to say, imagine if Shador could actually play quarterback. Mm-hmm. Sticking in college sports right now, Danny, you put this in front of me, and I cannot believe my eyes looking at this. Will Wade left NC State, correct?
It was welcomed home as the prodigal son to LSU.
Because he was fired from LSU for being shady. And I mean,
they had to get rid of him.
They had to get rid of him.
They didn't, to be totally clear, they did not want to.
No.
They had to.
They didn't care what he had done. They said, nope, we still would like to keep him on staff, and everybody kind of figured out and let him go. So he does the redemption tour. He sits out for a year or two, I want to say. Then he went to NC State. Now he's back at LSU. If you think the transfer portal is crazy, wait till I tell you. The LSU projected roster, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. They're the ages 23, 25, 23, 23, 22, 23, 22, 20, and 22. The average age of the roster is 23 years old.
And 4 of those guys have played professional basketball.
When are we going to do something about that? This guy's in a Celtics jersey.
Summer league. Or preseason.
I don't care. He's in a Celtics jersey.
Didn't make an NBA appearance. That's RJ Luis.
Is he good?
No. I mean, yes, but not.
Yeah. Good at LSU, probably.
Well, you got Yamadar, who plays in the Israeli league, who's 25.
How can you have a 25-year-old on your basketball team?
They've got
I turned 25 in September.
I guess Chris Wanke played when he was 30. He was balding when he won a Heisman Trophy, didn't he?
Salou Niang played for Real Madrid or Barca. I can't remember which one, but in the Eurobasket professionally. Luka played professionally at 15. So
that's different. This guy's 25?
Yamadar is, yeah.
Bro, that ship sailed, man. You want to play basketball, it's called the league.
He's going to get paid more to play at LSU, probably.
It's called 2K.
Yeah.
Go play 2K, bro.
It's, somebody texted in it's a higher age than some NBA teams. It's not, but it's close.
It's a higher average age than, I believe, the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, there you go. They're 24, right?
24.18, I believe.
What's the youngest team in the league right now?
So people are like, well, the Spurs aren't the youngest team in finals history. The Blazers are still that in the 77 team. That's because the Blazers didn't have the guys at the end of the bench that the Spurs do. Number one, you've got Harrison Barnes, who's older, but then you've also got Mason Plumlee, you've got Kelly Olynyk, and you've got Bismack Biyombo.
Those guys are all old.
If you take those guys off that team...
Plumlee is still in the NBA?
Yeah. Steph Castle's 21, Dylan Harper's 20, Wemby's 22.
By minutes, the Spurs' average age by minutes is 25.5.
Yeah, when you do it by weighted minutes. And that's only because Harrison Barnes
is 24.3.
Yeah, they are... The Spurs, when you take the old guys off, are dumb young. Dumb young.
Take the old guys off and they're 24? Mm-hmm. This team's 23.
Mm-hmm.
Do we like Will Wade? He's a good coach.
Oh, he's a
isn't he?
great coach. Yeah. Scumbag of the highest proportions when you talk about the sleaze of college sports.
But now he can do everything that he wants to.
And guess what? All those coaches are all good.
Yeah.
You can go Beard, you could go Miller, you could go Patino, you could go Cal.
Chris Beard.
Name a coach who like operated in the backroom deals.
Well, Chris Beard is more about like freaking out and beating his girlfriend.
Well, not beating his girlfriend.
He didn't beat his girlfriend?
That was the whole thing, is that he was there was a thought that he did, or his wife, but it turned out that it wasn't, and who knows what actually transpired, but it was a bad enough look where they were like, yeah, you got to go. We can't hire you.
He was going to be the guy, too, when he was
Texas.
at Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
The DA ultimately dismissed the charges.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a little cha-ching outside the courtroom, most likely.
But you just go down the list of coaches, and the same thing is true in college football. Edo's back bag banning.
Dude, I love that Edo is back at LSU. Of course he's back at LSU. It's Lane. Is there a more despicable duo for basketball and football than what LSU's got?
I mean,
LSU's got the three-peat if you really think about it, because they got Lane, Wade, and Mulkey. Don't forget that crazy Lady Kim.
The lion, the bitch, and the wardrobe.
That's such a good line.
It's a great line.
Such a good line. Such a good
and
line.
Mulkey's the wardrobe in that line.
I know. Yeah.
That's the wild part.
Mm-hmm. Because is Wade the lion?
Lion, L-Y-I-N.
L-Y-I-N.
Yeah.
And Lane's the bitch.
It's great. It's a great tagline.
Is there anybody? We'll take Mulkey out of this because she seals the deal. But is there any duo?
No.
Is there any duo better than this? Better than Lane and Wade?
No. Because think about like all the football programs like Dusty May's sleazy, but he's not Sharon Moore.
No.
Because you have to go like two sport. Like what other schools like Indiana? It's like no.
Yeah, people might not like Lincoln Riley, but we both love Muss.
Yeah, I mean Muss
is great.
Muss is beloved.
To even take locally, like Altman's probably tenure is coming to a close,
but he's not disliked as a human.
No,
and everybody loves Dan.
And everybody loves Dan, including myself.
So it's
time to nut up or shut up.
Florida, you have Golden, but all that stuff was found to be false. So, student newspaper, not. Yeah, I'm gonna. Weirdly enough, I'm gonna go with Golden here on this one because there was no evidence to back anything up.
But their football coach is Summerall. Like everybody likes him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like so, when you try to find somebody, they're kind of like, well, okay, yeah, no, it's fine.
It's not Manny Diaz and John Shire.
No. Difficult to like, maybe.
Bill Belichick and Hubie Davis?
Well, he was gone.
Well, I know, but Michael Malone and Bill Belichick?
That's a lot of jerk.
That is an unlikable AD room when they meet with all the coaches.
Yeah, right? That group text for North Carolina has just got to be hell.
The lacrosse head coach in North Carolina has been there for 25 years, and he's like, dude, these meetings are brutal.
Let's not act like Bill Belichick knows how to text. It's an email chain.
And Jordan Hudson's doing it all.
It's actually just snail mail.
Give me my readers, Jordan.
He makes a paper airplane and shoots it across the room.
Spitball.
Hey, Manny Diaz. Oh, that's Duke. Why did he have a southern accent, too?
I don't know. Bill Belichick just turned into Foghorn Leghorn. I say.
I hope you all had a shitty day.
Into Brian Kelly.
Mm-hmm. That would have made it worse if Brian Kelly was still at LSU.
Brian Kelly, Will Wade, and
Mulkey.
Kim Mulkey. Yeah, Lane's the upgrade.
Yeah, by far.
Lane is a huge upgrade.
Then it would have just been the Brian the bitch in the wardrobe.
Ooh.
Hey.
You can put it on the board.
That was a good one.
And Kelly would have been like, I'm just the Brian? Like, no, you're actually the bitch.
No, we hate you.
Yeah.
Let's get into Web Gems, everybody's favorite. That's next. 105.1 The Fan.
The Fan Golf.
All right, this is everybody's favorite Web Gems. Do it every single day at 11:45. We also let you know what's coming up in the big nooner. We'll dive into and take a small peek at Spurs versus Knicks, because that's your NBA Finals. This feels like the 90s again, Spurs and Knicks. We'll take a peek at what's next for Oklahoma City as well, as they are now out and headed home. Well, technically they get to stay home. And a reunion in the Big Apple amongst the Jolly Blue Giants. But Web Gems is brought to you today by college baseball, my friend. Did you watch any of the Eugene Regional this weekend?
I did not.
No?
No.
What is wrong with you?
I'm good.
I know, I am too. I did watch a little bit of Oregon State Wazoo on Friday, and then again yesterday. Sent a friendly little Go Cougs to Brandon Sprague. Just a little shout out, Go Cougs.
So what happened there?
Well, that was Friday when I sent that to him. Or was it Saturday? I think it was Friday. I sent it to him, and then he sent me one back that just said bye on Sunday, so he got his payback. If you're curious, the Oregon Ducks have won the regional. They're advancing. Blah, blah, blah. Congrats, Oregon. You bought a baseball program. I'm very happy for you. But what I wanted to share with you is I had a good buddy who was down at the games, and he sent me this text. The Oregon State University and Washington State University people are so good to each other. It's so funny. Both fan bases are so cool and just hate Oregon, but respect one another. And I have to imagine that's probably what the scene was like down there at old PK, of just like, what up, dude? Hey, what up, dude? Do you hate Oregon? I hate Oregon. Let's be friends.
Let's all have fun here.
Well, that's why we all hate the Huskies, too. You guys ruined it.
Man.
We could have survived without you California losers.
Whoa.
We could have we'd have gone back to the Pac-10. It's not like you guys are good at football anyways. Hell!
Hey, we'll be fine. How about you? You guys fine?
No, we're not.
I'm worried.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
I'm scared.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people
I'm
around.
scared. To which I responded with, imagine what happens when the Pac-12 gets rolling and Washington State and Oregon State fans decide to team up against Boise State. That's going to go down.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think that's going to go down.
They're
gonna wander around like they're the big swinging D's and they got all the money and they're gonna say we're cooler than you. We're gonna hate them real quick.
I don't think you're going to.
Instead of the Huskies rolling into Pullman in Mercedes, these guys are gonna roll in like 4Runners and we're gonna be pissed.
Oh no, it's gonna be pickup trucks.
Coming up from Boise.
Mm-hmm. A lot of pickup trucks.
Still Idaho.
I don't know if they're pickups. They're probably like F-350s.
That's a pickup truck.
That's not a pickup. A pickup is like what I used to drive. I used to drive a small little pickup truck.
Okay.
An F-350 is not a pickup truck.
I'm just saying.
Well, I think you're wrong.
It's all pickups.
No.
It's colloquial. It's like when you say somebody asks you if you want a drink. Yeah, I want a Coke. Okay, doesn't necessarily mean it's a Coca-Cola. It just means a drink.
I disagree with you there.
Okay.
It's not. They're not all pickup trucks.
I know.
There's trucks, mid-size, full-size.
I understand, but it's a colloquial thing.
You're just being difficult right now.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I think people use pickup as a colloquial term for just having a truck.
What are you, Farva, leader of coaling us right now?
Yeah.
Dude, what the hell's going on, man? Rufio. Patty screams a 1989 Ford Ranger. It was an 05 Ford Ranger, for the record.
Look, I know the difference.
The
but
color
I'm
was
just saying,
champagne.
I have heard people talk about trucks and just say, what do you drive? Oh, I just got a pickup. But it's a, crew cab Silverado. It's like, yeah.
I got an F-350 with a Hemi engine, bro. That ain't a pickup.
Well, you're not putting a Hemi in a Ford.
Step into a Slim Jim.
Oh, now it's not colloquialism.
No, come on now.
Colonization, whatever the hell it is you just said. Can't put a Hemi in a 350.
It's patented. Nothing?
Nothing.
Right.
No.
All right.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Pickup trucks. What's wrong with you, man?
Colloquialism.
What do I got to do to get into college baseball? Dusty was talking to me about this.
I don't think you have to get into it. You just pick it up and put it down.
He was talking to me about this the other day. He was like, college baseball is so awesome, man. How are you not into it? Dude, I started watching those games. I was watching the Wazoo Oregon State games. I got nothing. I just watch it. I'm like, this is not entertaining baseball. And honestly, I think it's the cameras. I think it's the coverage.
What about it?
It looks amateur. Does that make sense?
But isn't that kind of the point?
But I think if you gave me some if you gave me some real Major League Baseball cameras covering it, I think I could be into that. This looks like the baseball field that's behind Beasley Coliseum in Pullman, Washington.
I don't
know. A lot of
know.
that has to do with the size of arenas and, again, stadium setup and camera operation and camera placement. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think I like the idea of it.
I do like it when you can.
Because it does feel amateur. Mm-hmm. That's kind of the point.
I'll just go watch baseball.
That's what I'm saying. With college baseball, you just pick it up. I think most people pick it up like super regionals. That's kind of like when you do it.
I don't even think I do that.
Really?
No.
So if the Cougs were there, you wouldn't pick it up?
Yeah, probably, but it's on like the side TV.
That's fine. But that's what I'm saying. You just pick it up. It's not the thing that you just you're locked into until you get to Oregon State in the final.
Again, it's on during the NBA Finals and the NHL Stanley's Cup.
Like I was at the bar yesterday watching, and the Wazoo Oregon State game was up on the side TV because we had USA Ecuador on the main TV because that was the real thing
That's
to watch.
Disgusting.
It's not.
That's disgusting.
No, it's not.
It is.
It was. I quite enjoyed it too.
Okay.
Do you know that USA is going to play with a back three? They're going to play like a 3-4-3.
Oh, that definitely won't bite them at all.
I haven't seen a 3-4-3 in years. Like the good old days. Both of you are just staring at me with blank eyes.
I just no. They beat Senegal 3-2. Like, what are we doing here?
This texter drove their dad's 350 yesterday. Called it a GD tank.
Well, yeah,
that ain't
sure.
a pickup truck.
I'm saying most people, I think, identify just calling it a pickup truck.
Also, did you know that college baseball players use metal bats?
Yes, I do. That's the thing that you want to hang on to, Grandpa.
Brandman tried to convince me too that they're just like wood bats now, and I was like, then why don't we use wood bats?
I like a good pang. It's also cheaper.
Well, also, I think Easton catalogs will go out of business.
Yeah, the amount of money they probably make.
I'm sure there are lobbyists for metal bats.
Oh, I'm sure.
Ensure college never goes to wood.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen what travel baseball looks like now? Kids got like they spend as much money on baseball gear as they do hockey gear.
There is
nuts.
There is. Oh, did I say it was Ecuador? It was definitely Senegal.
Yeah, Senegal. Yeah, you said Ecuador.
Did I say Ecuador?
Yeah, you 100%
What's
did.
with that?
Yeah, you did.
Huh. Weird. I definitely know it was Senegal. They have Sadio Mane.
Still wasn't enough.
And Nicholas Jackson. Strange.
There you go.
Yeah, Brandman was trying to convince me that the metal bats are there, and I can't get behind it, man.
It's because you're a baseball elitist.
Well, if we're going to teach you how to play baseball in the future, right? Is college not to prepare you for the next step?
Is a college 3-point line the same as an NBA 3-point line?
That's what he said.
Sounds like a smart guy to me.
Remove your lips, my friend. They're a little tight over there.
I'm just saying, he agrees with me. Dusty also texting right now, never did I ever try to convince Patrick that metal bats are like wood bats.
That's not how I heard it.
La-da-da-da-da-da.
That's not how I heard it.
I heard both sides of the conversation. I'm with the Brandman on this.
Damn, I hate all of you guys.
There you go.
I really do.
Figure it out, man.
This show. When we come back, let's get into the big nooner. We'll preview the NBA Finals as the Knicks will take on the Oklahoma... Ooh, like that Freudian slip? The Knicks will take on the San Antonio Spurs. Much disrespect out of my mouth. We'll go there next. 105.1 The Fan.
This is the International Soccer Report, brought to you by Goal PDX on the corner of Southeast Hawthorne and 18th Avenue. Food, spirits, football.
It all comes down to his next kick of the ball. Oh, it's way over. Way over. It's Paris Saint-Germain on repeat. Encore. The Champions League trophy is going nowhere.
That's PSG. They won Champions League over the weekend. Gabriel for Arsenal just skies that ball in a PK sudden death, and Arsenal loses. PSG back-to-back. You don't see it a lot over there. The International Soccer Report is brought to you by Goal PDX. Join us Friday, June 12th at Goal PDX as the firm. We'll be broadcasting live when the global game's biggest tournament kicks off. Goal PDX. Food, spirits, football.
I'm Pat Boyle here to help you get the most from Western One Sports. Open quarterfinals, I think we see another long battle when Sasha Zverev squares off with teenage sensation Rafa Hodar.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This sports update is brought to you by Mountaintop Metal Roofing. No maintenance, energy efficient, fire resistant, and a lifetime warranty. Do it once, do it right. Visit mountaintopmetalroofing.com. First on the Fan, some college baseball news for you as your Oregon Ducks punch their ticket to the Super Regional round with a win over the Oregon State Beavers last night inside PK Park. Final score in that one was 4-1 as a strong 7th inning rally lifted the Ducks to the next round. Over to the NBA as the finals matchup is officially set. After their win over the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday, the San Antonio Spurs will take on the New York Knicks to see who will walk away with the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Game 1 is Wednesday at 5:30 in San Antonio as the Spurs come into the contest as early 4.5-point betting favorites. In the WNBA, your Portland Fire defeated Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever 100-84 over the weekend. Carla Late with an elite double-double performance as she finished with 18 points and 12 assists, going perfect yet again from the free throw line. Fire are back in action tomorrow at 7 p.m. as they take on the Golden State Valkyries in San Francisco. And finally, some breaking NFL news for you as Myles Garrett is headed to the Los Angeles Rams in a trade. Rams are sending Cleveland the two-time Pro Bowler Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round pick, a 2028 second-round pick, and a third-rounder in 2029, all for Myles Garrett in one of the largest trades for a player in NFL history. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
The home of prime time with
One to go here, the firm of Harris and Marang. We do this bad boy every single Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thank you for being a part of our day. We are stoked to be a part of your day. After us, we'll toss it over to Duck Insider from 1 to 2. I'm sure they got a lot of baseball to chat about over there. Then it's the Fan Happy Hour with Luke Anderson from 2 to 3. And then, baby, it's prime time. Isaac and Suk from 3 to 7. Started with Dirt and Sprague this morning at 6 a.m. and it'll finish up at 7 with 13 hours of live, local, continuous, regional sports talk radio. A little bit of NFL to get to this hour. Closing arguments. But let's take a little peek, Danny. The NBA Finals are set. The San Antonio Spurs against the New York Knicks. Can Patrick Ewing stop David Robinson?
No.
It kind of feels like that, right? It reminds me of the 90s basketball. Super tough right now. I don't know why I'm getting flashbacks of it. This is going to be an interesting series because how much can the mainstream media slurp the Knicks while they're getting absolutely dominated by the Spurs?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because the big thing is the rest versus rust, the sweep versus 7 games, veteran versus younger team, the cup matchup, and all the things that come with that.
I forgot they played in the cup. Who won that?
Knicks.
The Knicks did?
Yeah. So I look at this and I go, the regular season is not the playoffs. But also the Knicks have been on a pretty historic run offensively. But I take a look at what the Spurs can do and the problems they present, and I don't necessarily know if you talk about the Thunder and their ability to generate points from their lead guard play. Like, is SGA better than Jalen Brunson? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Can Brunson overcome that? Can the other guys fill in? Can OG? Can Bridges? Can Hart? Can Cat? Like, I don't know. I think I'm going to pick the Spurs in 5. But can the Knicks get hot enough from 3 to pull Wemby out of the paint? Like, that's the thing. Is like, because the Thunder couldn't.
Yeah, and I think for different reasons, but seeing Chet kind of fall apart against Wemby, I'm curious what Karl Anthony Towns looks like in this series. Do they throw Wemby at him, and if so, what can he do? Because he is a great three-point shooter, one of the best big man three-point shooters of all time.
I mean, if they try to start Cat at the 4 and not the 5, Harrison Barnes is going to be on Cat. And they'll say Mitch at the 5, and they'll just let Wemby rock in the paint. That's what they'll do. If they put Cat at the 5, which is what I think they'll do, they're going to put Harrison Barnes on Cat and let Wemby be in the paint and let one of Josh Hart or Bridges. I think it'll be one of Hart. It'll probably be Hart until they'll put him on. But Josh is a guy who can get hot. Josh can get hot. But it's kind of the Alex Caruso of it all. It's like, we'll live with you shooting. We don't want it to be Brunson, Cat, or OG.
Right. I wonder if I'm Mike Brown, I'm probably putting OG on Wembanyama.
Oh, that's what he's going to do because you want a guy who's big, strong, physical. Because you
kind of have no choice.
Well, nobody can contest him anyways. So the whole idea of like, if you ask me, do I want Caruso on him or do I want OG on him? Like, I want OG on him. But here's the thing: if you're trying to get more out of OG offensively,
that ain't going to happen.
That the ask is going to have to be less because he's going to have to pour more into slowing Wemby down.
The only way the Knicks win this is if they shoot.
They've got to bomb from 3. They have to bomb from 3.
Boy, I don't like that recipe.
But it also allows for a lot of volatility because if they do get hot, it does make the Spurs chase.
Spurs win the first 3 games, and then the Knicks win game 4. And do I have to hear for 3 days straight how that's going to be the first time ever come back?
Down 3-0.
Down 3-0.
Yeah, probably. Again, I want to say Spurs in 5, but I think it's probably going to be Spurs in 6.
I'm going to take Spurs in 3.
Don't do that. The last time you did that, it was brutal.
What was the last time I did that?
It's Dodgers in 3.
Oh, that's right. No, that wasn't brutal. That was a great World Series. You want to give me overtime in Game 7? I'm down.
Yeah, I know, but didn't you pick the Dodgers?
I said Dodgers in 3.
Yeah, wasn't there another one, though, that went sideways?
I mean, the Dodgers did win.
I know,
but they gave us an awesome World Series.
Didn't you say like Mariners in 3 or something like that too?
Something real stupid.
And they did not work out?
Yeah,
I could have swore you did. For whatever reason, there's one popping out of my head and I can't remember what it was.
I think I took the Spurs in 3 against the Blazers.
That's what it was. I think that was another one. But
that went 5.
Yeah, there you go.
Wemby's face hit the ground. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, it happens.
Do you know courtside tickets
for the Knicks?
Game 3, Madison Square Garden. I just saw one posted for 108.
$108,000?
$108,000.
Oh, there was one for $1 million last week.
Well, Shamalama's probably got that.
I think it was the other side.
Is there a specific side you want to be on?
Well, there's two different sides. There's a courtside middle, which is where Shamalama Ding Dong's at. And then,
Spike's just to his left.
Yeah, and then there's the other side.
Like where Jack would sit at Laker games?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Steph Marbury is on the right side of the scorer's table. Towards...
Steph Marbury's in attendance?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody told me that.
New York legend.
Starbury?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't care. I was just being...
Mr. Vaseline Eater himself.
Mr. He Got Game himself.
He eats Vaseline?
Yeah, there's a whole thing about that.
Does Vaseline get you drunk like hand sanitizer?
I don't think so.
Because I think homeless people eat hand sanitizer because it's got an alcohol compound in it. They took them out of like porta potties.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That seems a little worse than maybe homemade moonshine, but hey.
In the porta potty?
Oh, God. That almost made me puke.
Yeah, I know. I could hear that. I think everybody else heard that too. I'm very curious. on how Jalen Brunson will be exposed because I think he will. But I don't know, man. He's got that juice in him.
They seem to be the team of destiny and kind of have some of that stuff with them, but also on the flip side, so do the Spurs.
I've got Victor Wembanyama, who's the player of destiny.
Yeah.
And Jalen Brunson is going to have to deal with being picked up full court the entire series. And that's something that he wasn't as necessarily tested against Cleveland and Detroit as he probably will be against the Spurs.
And Steph Castle's going to be there. I mean, that's the thing is like, do fouls become a part of this as far as like who can pick up Brunson getting in foul trouble, and can Cat stay on the floor because Cat will have stupid fouls. Cat will have stupid fouls.
It's Karl Anthony Towns.
He's had himself in foul trouble multiple times in his career in the playoffs.
This is what is really challenging for me when I try to think about the Knicks winning this. Fully healthy, you take the Spurs or the Knicks?
Oh, Spurs.
Fully healthy, do you take the Thunder or the Knicks?
Thunder.
Fully healthy, do you take Minnesota or the Knicks? But you're thinking, huh?
Yeah.
Fully healthy, do you take Denver or the Knicks?
Denver, because they just don't have anybody to deal with him.
Fully healthy, Lakers or the Knicks?
Knicks, they make more sense.
You see what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, trust me. I know. We called the Western Conference Finals the NBA Finals. If the Knicks pull this off, this is a pretty sizable upset, in my opinion.
If the Knicks aren't called the Knicks, everybody's going boring.
Yeah.
But it's the Knicks.
It's the Nova Knicks. It's New York. It's all of the stuff. It's been building to this for years. So, yeah, look.
How
Knicks,
big of an upset is an upset in your mind?
It's a pretty big upset, but it's not the little engine that could. It's just I think the Spurs are that good. I thought that coming into the season. Yeah. I thought the Spurs were going to win 60 games and be an absolute wagon.
The Knicks were very much written off, I'd say, at the start of the playoffs, though. Because you had the Cleveland Cavaliers being the 2 seed, and Detroit was the 1 seed.
Boston was the 2 seed.
Sorry, Boston was the 2 seed.
And Boston gets upset. But yeah, the Knicks...
They were kind of written off.
They had some up and down parts of the season, and there was talk of like, if the Knicks fumble and stumble and all these things, that Mike Brown might actually get fired. And it was just like, what is going on here? Again, the Knicks are a good team.
They are. And they're fun to watch.
And they've gone through the steps.
They have.
But I think the Spurs are minus 220 to win the series.
There's a 4.5 point line.
5.5 right now. 5.5
really?
for the Spurs. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I think for the series, I think it was Spurs minus 220. Knicks were plus. I think they were plus 220. I think. So.
This texter, it's interesting that Cat has a chance to be the most competent offensive big man the Spurs have faced all playoffs. I mean, Chet should have been that.
No. Cat's a better offensive player.
Well, I know, but Chet should have been the best offensive player, big man that they've played.
Yeah.
Because they skipped Jokic.
Yeah, but Randall's a better offensive player than Chet.
You think you call Randall a big man, though?
Yeah.
He's 6'8".
But he plays like a big.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like 6'10" and above.
That's fine, but I mean, Randall plays as a big.
Which is not Kevin Durant, by the way, just for the record.
Mm-hmm.
Karl Anthony Towns. I think he's going to be the key to this whole thing.
Oh, he is. His ability, when they go with him at the 5, and can they keep Wemby out of the paint?
I also think Bridges is going to have some pressure on him as well offensively.
Oh, yeah. If OG's going to have to pick up Wemby, then
Bridges, Hart, and OG will play good defense. But can you get 20 points out of one of those three each night?
Bridges and Josh Hart need to have great offensive performances for them to walk away with the series.
One of those three dudes is going to have 20 points every single night.
Oh, at least.
Out of those three, one of them has to have 20.
Probably two.
And you probably got to think that Cat's got to have over 20, and can Brunson go for 30-plus every game? That's a big task to ask.
They've been able to do it, but also who have they played?
Because we just said that SGA was going to do that, and he didn't. He couldn't do it every night.
And he was the MVP.
Asking the star player to score 30 points every night might work if you're Luka Doncic. It might work if you're SGA. It might work if you're Jalen Brunson. But it doesn't work when you play Wemby.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like all those guys are guys that work in the paint, mid-paint, and Wemby just blots out the sun.
SGA had 35 on Saturday and was plus-minus of a -7. How do you have 35 points in your detriment?
And efficient.
What is this, Carmelo Anthony? Ooh, I took a shot.
I like that.
I took a shot.
I did not like that.
It adds up, though.
I don't know if Brunson can do that. Nope, don't like that. Nope, don't like that. I don't think Brunson can do that.
But if he can, it'll be a story for the ages.
I do hope we get a lot of Jalen Brunson talking trash about Josh Hart.
Oh, that's always fun.
I hope we get more.
The Nova Knicks going at each other is great.
Whoa. For the record, did you hear this the other day, Casey? Jalen Brunson was being interviewed, and the three of them were all up there. And he goes, you guys have won titles, and, you're all in the NBA together. And he goes, whoa. For the record, Bridges and I have won 2. Josh has only won 1. And Josh
just throws his hands. I'm like, come on, man.
What did I do here, dude? Well, I know what you did, dude.
And you wonder where the thumb came from.
Well, the thumb is, that was the mistake. Josh did the thumb up the bum, and Jalen will never let him live it down.
But that's half the fun.
I'm just not going to watch ESPN.
Yeah. I would stay away from the Stephen A's of the world.
I would stay away from all of it. I would stay away. Knicks and Spurs will take game 1 in San Antonio on Wednesday. I'm sure on Wednesday we'll preview some more of that game and really get into some X's and O's. But let's circle back to the Western Conference Finals. Oklahoma City, clearly things weren't working. Where do they go from here? We'll go there next. 105.1 The Fan.
The biggest...
Don't want to get into too explosive reactionary thoughts. And when it comes to the Oklahoma City Thunder, I think it's very easy to kind of sit there and think to yourself, it's one of two ways. How do we get better? Or you can throw the towel in and say, we're not going to because the Spurs are just that good. SGA said it after the game. He said, we're not good enough. We're not there. We've got to fix some things. I don't know where Oklahoma City goes from here. I don't know. And I think the big reactionary thing when you think about those big three and trying to move off one, most likely, I don't think you can knee-jerk reaction and say it's time to move on from Chet.
Well, they're going to take a look at it because going into next season, SGA, Chet, Jalen Williams all account for 25% of the cap each.
And I think before the season and during the playoffs, and hell, 5 days ago, we sat here, whether it was on the air or not on the air, and had a strong feeling that they were probably going to move J-Dub. Fast forward a few games, has the narrative changed? Is it now get this guy Holmgren off my team?
It's not about getting somebody off your team. It's about getting better. And how do you do that? And I think one of the real ones is the question you ask. It's like, it's not just clickbaity. It's like, what's really good to fight an alien with? A freak.
A Greek one?
Who can move? Who can body? Who can go at Wemby's chest? How many guys in the NBA can go at Wemby's chest? I'd argue the list is one.
It's probably just the Giannis.
That's the list. If you want to say Jokic can give him that work, fine, but I'm not worried about Jokic on the other end one bit.
Well, Jokic will also pull Wemby out. That's the benefit that Jokic has in that matchup, to where Giannis ain't shooting anywhere. But I hear what you're saying. If you are Milwaukee and Oklahoma City comes calling, I don't think Presti will do it, but if Oklahoma City comes calling, who's the guy you're going to want?
I mean, I would want J-Dub, but that comes with a lot of injury risk.
Yeah.
So if in that group you're asking for Chet, both their picks, plus a bunch of other capital, plus whatever else you need to make the money work. Because Chet's making 41, Giannis is at 60. Is that
Who
right?
do you think they need more to make the rotation work? J-Dub or Chet?
Chet.
I think they need Chet more.
Chet, well, again, scarcity. What scarcity of asset? Like, there are a lot of good wings in the league. There are not a lot of good 6'10+ players that are multi-positional.
Yeah, Chet's 7 foot, third team All NBA,
and
first team All
offensively,
defense.
he should be able to space the floor. All of the things he should be able to do. That's the problem.
And that's why I don't want to get too caught in that reactionary situation. Is that I don't want to think to myself that Chet had a bad series. There's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't Patrick the Gonzaga fan sticking up for Chet Holmgren. It's that I think Chet's too important to that team to move.
But they are in second apron hell.
Well,
they're 28 or almost 29 million into the second apron.
Which is why, one of those three is going to get moved, and I think it's J-Dub. If you're looking around the rest of the league, I mean, is that it? Isn't it kind of dangerous to build a team just to beat one other team?
No.
Because it's Wemby?
Because of the like, when Shaq was in his prime, every team in the league that competed had three centers. And it was so you could eat minutes and fouls.
And the Blazers were, what was it, 17?
The 14-point lead, yeah.
And
you go look at that roster. It wasn't just Sabonis. You had Sabonis, you had Davis, and insert random big white guy here who would eat fouls. Because you had to have guys that could play against him and could play against Yao.
Sacramento was Vlade Divac and Chris Webber. Webber played the 4.
Mm-hmm.
They had to absorb it as best they could.
You had to have bigs to deal with it. Like when you have a guy who's singularly dominant in the NBA, especially when you're talking about size, like you had to have somebody who could deal with Giannis. Like that, when the Warriors, the reason they broke you is because they just spread you out in a way that no other team could.
Right, they're the greatest shooting team of all time.
I'd say why Milwaukee made it really tough on teams during their championship run is because they had most of the 7-footers.
Mm-hmm.
They had Lopez who could shoot from out far.
Bobby Portis.
Yeah, you got a cagey vet as a point guard and Drew.
They had the size.
And you had Chris Middleton who's 6'8". Like you just had a thing, man. Size rules. Size rules the NBA. This whole, it was like, well, the Warriors didn't play in small ball. Yeah, they did it with the greatest three-point shooter of all time, the greatest scorer of all time, the generational defender, and then another top 5 shooter in the history of the game.
And let's not forget that their 3 dudes down low were all big bruisers.
Well, remember
David Lee, Andrew Bogut, Anderson Varejao during the run, and then Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just about to say, Andrew Bogut.
By the way, also Andre Iguodala and Harrison Barnes.
Did they also have Kayvon Looney there for a little bit,
too? Yeah, they looned on, yeah.
They also had Jordan Bell.
Andrew Wiggins.
After he went on a Sweet 16 run.
It's size matters, man. There is no league where that size is more important than the NBA, and the scarcity of asset. So why Chet is he's gonna be valuable, and if you're the Thunder, you probably do want to trade. Not that you do, but if you're going to trade one of them, I think you're going to take the gamble on Chet because what's harder to replace unless you're trading Chet for Giannis,
right?
Because then you're getting a 7-footer back.
Wow, I was just about to say something. What if they're $25 million over into the second apron?
28.5.
28.5. What are the repercussions of being that high into?
Well, they're starting their clock. I mean, their tax bill is going to be egregious, and then if you do it, a couple years in a row, then you start losing draft picks, and you start putting more roadblocks into to doing trades. So the league calendar resets on July 1st. That's when this is all going to happen. But throughout the summer, you're not locked into your books yet.
Who's to say they don't try to run it back next year?
I would be very surprised if they
tax.
ran it back. No, they're going to pay a tax. That's going to happen. If you're a title contending team.
I mean, with those big 3. They'll retool their bench. They'll go find some people.
You're always more likely to not make a trade. But because of the preponderance of assets they have and because of how they have operated, they have been ahead of the curve a lot of times. I don't think I expect Presti to do anything reactionary, but I think they're going to do the due diligence necessary to see what they can do.
And the value of their picks has only gone up.
And that's why I've asked this question, and this texter asks the question as well. Is it harder to sell Chet now after that performance?
I think there's probably some...
Or is that just the Kendrick Perkins of the world saying, you can't trade for this man?
I think there's a credence getting caught up in the moment, but also it wasn't... This is the drum that I'm beating. It wasn't just one game, it was a series. But the asterisk is...
It's the Spurs.
It's the Spurs and it's Wemby. But if you're going through anybody in the NBA Finals, you're worried about that guy. And you have got that guy's just chew toy. He treats him like his woogie. He sees Chet and he gets comfy.
It's not a rivalry. It's not a rivalry.
Until Chet gets 10 licks back, it's not a rivalry. So, I don't know, man. But if I'm the Thunder, you're definitely, you have this just preponderance of assets. You go scour and see what you can do.
Jared McCain's in your future. Mm-hmm. Hartenstein's in your future still.
Well,
you got to have a big guy.
We'll see if it would depend on what they do.
Really? You think he could be on the chopping block?
He's making, his options for 28.5? Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It's 28.5. It's good. Ihart's a good player, but things are very much up in the air. I think you were looking at a team that's very fluid. They're not going to tear it down. But
no. But you're going to keep Jared McCain.
Well, yeah,
you're going to keep
skill deal.
You're going to keep Cason Wallace.
Yep, rookie skill deal.
Probably do your best to keep Alex Caruso.
Yeah, he's on a veteran extension under 20. I think that's totally
I think he's too valuable culture-wise.
He's probably really comfy there.
Dort's gone.
Dort's gone.
Yeah, but also he didn't do himself. You know who loves Chet Holmgren? Lou Dort.
Yeah,
because Lou Dort was nowhere to be found.
The shine off.
Yeah. Lou Dort was nowhere to be found.
What did he average? 5 points?
Yeah, but he didn't do anything in this series.
If this continues to go the way that you are projecting, that I don't think you're wrong, that I think other people are projecting as well, of Victor Wembanyama controlling this and making guys look bad.
Mm-hmm.
How bad is bad? When do we start seeing a guy have a performance against Wembanyama and say, hey, that wasn't that bad? During the break, Casey and I were laughing. We might have been a little hard on Donovan Clingan after what we saw Isaiah Hartenstein look like in Game 1 and Chet games 1 through 7. Maybe we were a little mean.
You're going to have to be a guy that bombs from 3, and that's where the volatility with Cat comes in. Because Cat is the best big man 3-point shooter in the history of the game.
But his defense is absolute garbage.
Yes.
I would take Donovan Clingan over him.
Yes. But Cat has the ability. That's the thing is we were talking about it earlier when somebody said, well, Wemby's stat line wasn't that He's so good defensively that basically anything that you get from him offensively is great. And yet, do you know what he averaged in the Western Conference Finals? Do you know what his box score was?
Wemby?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 23, 9, and 8.
27, 11, and 3, and the 3 were blocks.
Boom.
He's the only player in NBA history to have 15 made threes and 15 blocks in a series.
27 and 11 is pretty nice.
And 3.
Yeah.
While also leading the world in hell nos. So, like, basketball analytics are really poor at capturing defense.
And that's what he says all the time.
And if you watch, I have talked to literally dozens of players about Wemby. You are taking the best players on the face of the planet who have been him their whole lives, right? And they question themselves on a basketball court when that dude's there. Like, just think about that. We're talking about Myles Garrett and how great he is. You don't have tackles questioning their existence every single snap. I need some help, sure. But you don't have the whole league. And you're talking about guys whose egos are through the roof. And they're just like, I don't know, man.
You just turned a 2-time MVP into a guy that's like, dude, I don't know what to do with my hands.
You saw him multiple times. You saw SGA, despite having that performance, you saw him multiple times turn the corner, see Wemby take one step and go, back-to-back MVPs. NBA Finals MVP. Finals winner. 30-a-game scorer. Incredibly efficient.
50,
one of the best paint scorers we have in the league.
50, 40, and 85.
And he went, I'm good, dog.
I'm good. I'm going to go sit over here.
Like, I cannot put into words how insane that is. That is bonkers, man. We have never seen anything like this. You take Shohei, and even guys are like, yeah, he may be the greatest player of all time, but, you know, I'm not, like, Barry Bonds at his peak is the closest thing we have to Wemby, where guys were so terrified, they said, nope, walk him.
Yeah, Shohei plays the other side, though, too.
But you don't, but guys aren't terrified of Shohei. Who is the most dominating pitcher of our lifetime? Randy? Where guys were crapping their pants?
Yeah, probably Randy.
He's not even close to
Randy
Wemby.
or Pedro, depends on what style you like.
But you know what I mean? Like, guys who scared the crap out of you on the mound. They don't scratch the surface of what Wemby does to these guys. And that's nuts. That's not a shot at those guys. It's just what he does is just bonkers, man.
R.I.P. SGA. R.I.P. the Knicks. Everyone's dead today, dude.
It is. A lot of death.
Everybody's dead. We come back. Let's get into the NFL, all right? A little bit of reunion, huh? In the Big Apple. There's Casey over there with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fans, some college baseball news for you as your Oregon Ducks punched their ticket to the Super Regional round with a win over the Oregon State Beavers last night inside PK Park. Final score in that one was 4-1 as a strong 7th-inning rally lifted the Ducks to the next round. Over to the NBA as the finals matchup is officially set. After their win over the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday, the San Antonio Spurs will take on the New York Knicks to see who will walk away with the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Game 1 is on Wednesday at 5:30 in San Antonio as the Spurs come into the contest as early 5.5-point betting favorites. In the WNBA, your Portland Fire defeated Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever 100-84 over the weekend. Carla Late with an elite double-double performance as she finished with 18 points, 12 assists, and going perfect yet again from the free throw line. Fire are back in action tomorrow at 7 p.m. as they take on the Golden State Valkyries in San Francisco. And finally, some breaking NFL news for you as Myles Garrett is headed to the Los Angeles Rams in a trade. Rams are sending Cleveland 2-time Pro Bowler Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round pick, a 2028 second-round pick, and a third-rounder in 2029 in one of the largest trades for a player in NFL history. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Sports Saturday with Joe Fisher.
Closing arguments coming up next to send you on your way. We'll finish up here with the New York Football Giants, my friend. They have signed Odell Beckham Jr. along with Juju Smith-Schuster to bolster their wide receiver room. Look, everybody knows that Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, was awesome for the Giants a decade ago.
What are we doing here?
I was more surprised to learn that Odell Beckham Jr. is only 33 years old. He flamed out that quickly, huh?
He went full Victor Cruz.
Because he was good. He was good for a while.
You can't put that on Odell.
No,
Odell was in
his injuries.
That, and when he was in Cleveland, he was a part of one of the best wide receiver duos that Cleveland Browns have ever seen with him and Jarvis Landry.
Oh, that's
and
right.
Then what
the
happened
LSU
with the
boys.
Offense? The offense went completely, let's go run the ball. We loaded up on the O-line. They got David Njoku, and they said, let's get Nick Chubb, and let's get Kareem Hunt. And Kareem Hunt, I believe, had 800 yards rushing. Nick Chubb led the league in rushing.
They went away from it.
Who was the coach there at the time?
That was Stefanski.
Is that Stefanski? Giants are also signing wide receiver Braxton Berrios. Look, they must be pretty desperate to figure out this thing.
I mean, Neighbors had to have the knee cleaned up. He should be ready to go by.
Should be ready to
lost
go.
Wandale to Tennessee. Gunnar Olszewski, their kick returner, just tore his Achilles in OTAs.
I just read that. That's rough.
So, yeah, I mean, as much as I sit here and look at the Giants and go, yeah, if they can keep it together, they'd be a good little team.
You just got to get that talent room loaded.
Yeah, I'm curious what Odell will have. He played for John Harbaugh at the Ravens in 2023. He had 35 catches, 565 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I just don't know. I never understand the idea of signing a guy who hasn't been in the league for 3 years.
He played in 2024 for Miami.
How many games did he play?
He played 9 games, had 18 targets.
Okay.
But yeah,
I don't want to kill him totally for that. I mean, I'm not the biggest Tua guy in the world.
But it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, wasn't he? He flirted with the Rams there for a moment too, didn't he?
I mean, his last 1,000-yard season is 2019.
2019? Dude, that's 8 years ago.
Been a while.
I think.
7.
We'll err on the side of caution.
There you go.
It's been a minute.
Been a while. I mean, this guy was a rookie in 2014. That's 12 years ago.
He was, I would say that when he was with the Rams, he was a very big piece of that playoff push and ended up scoring in the Super Bowl before, he got a knee injury?
Yeah.
In the second half?
So, and after that, he missed the whole next year.
Better chance of having a better season, Juju or Odell?
Oh, I mean, Juju.
Juju, because Juju can lay blocks better than most receivers in the league still.
All these guys all got 1-year deals. I mean, if you're the Giants, like we say on this show a lot,
Take a flyer.
We like a lot of the pieces that team's got. Can they put it together and make something happen? And
they're not handing out a bunch of money and carving out a bunch of touches for him. Like, that's not the reality.
But if one of these guys works, you'll take it.
Sure. And then you're going to go try to hit the lottery again next year.
If I can go get a touchdown out of him in week 14 when I have a few guys
can he win you a
up,
game?
And he can just run crisp routes.
Yeah. Can he win you a game? Can you get him matched up on a nickel corner and have him take advantage of some mismatches? Like Odell's hands, look, lower body notwithstanding, his hands are still great.
Always have been.
Can he be a reliable guy? You're not asking him to be your number one. Hell, you're not asking him to be your number 2.
That's what I was just about to say. The ask is very, very different. Your ask is to go out there situationally, be a third man, and maybe play the slot a little bit and see
I would
if
ask
you can.
that his ask in Baltimore was to be the number 2. And that's a very tough ask.
Well,
especially when Lamar likes to throw the ball to tight ends, and you have Derrick Henry in the backfield.
And Baltimore, I mean, what has Baltimore always had a problem of? Not quality wide receivers. And that's asking too much of Odell at this time. Maybe this is why this works. Put him in situationally, right defenses are playing, whether it's a dime package, nickel package, whatever you're thinking, cover 2, whatever it is, you might be able to find a home for him. I just wonder if you're looking at Neighbors as 1, okay, Slayton as 2, Juju as 3.
Yeah, that's probably what you're looking at.
Now I'm running out of room for Odell.
If he's your 4th cycle in guy, you could do worse. And again, you're not committing years and money to him.
Yeah,
I suppose.
This is if we're going full receiver versus if I have a tight end on the field.
Mm-hmm.
This is just all personnel based.
What can you tell me about Braxton Berrios?
He's fast.
I don't know anything about him.
I believe Tom Brady is going on dates with his ex.
It's cold-blooded, dude. Oh, Braxton is... I did not expect the average Watt-looking dude for Braxton Berrios. Where was he last year?
Was he in Houston last year?
Let's see here.
I want to say he was in
Yes.
Houston, then the year before that he was in Miami.
He's a little guy, right? He's like 5'8".
Yeah,
5'9".
Yeah. He's 5'9"?
He's a special teamer.
Yeah.
But he pulled enough action that Tom Brady's swooping in on him?
Some people figure it out, man.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
He's doing okay?
Yeah,
I mean, his
he's doing
name is
okay.
Braxton Berrios.
Say, if you ever heard of Alex Earl, she's a social media influencer. Yeah, that's
Oh, is
who
that who it
Braxton
was?
Berrios
Oh, okay.
with. Yeah.
Look, man, some of us outkick our coverage like a monster. It happens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was with Houston
Alex
last year.
Earl?
Yeah, Rufio says Braxton Berrios is small enough that even you call him a little guy.
I would never besmirch somebody
No.
for being short. Short Kings unite.
You look up at him.
We're all together. I do look up at him. He's got a solid 3 inches on me. That's what she said.
You stepped on it. That was good.
Yeah.
That was very solid.
I know. I jumped into it. Yeah, I knew what I was doing there.
Jumped into all 3 inches.
Closing arguments coming up to send you on your way. The Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
It's time for Easy Play, brought to you by Home Z, making home improvement easy.
Here's the interior pass stolen by Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein goes up, blocked by Luke Cornett. And San Antonio comes away with it. 6.5 to go. Champagny steadies, gets it to Castle. Now Castle around to the right side. Caruso guarding with 7. Takes him free throw line. Fades, jumper made.
That is Mark Kesselcher, ESPN Radio in Game 7. Luke Cornett, kind of the beginning of the end for the Oklahoma City Thunder as they lost on their home court in Game 7, Spurs to the NBA Finals. This Easy Play brought to you by Home Z. Use Home Z's online calculator to estimate your project instantly. Make it easy. Call Home Z. That's HOMZE, homez.com.
We just finished our roof and siding with Homesy.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Closing arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit leskinlaw.com for more information. Coming up on the program tomorrow, it's a free consultation Tuesday, so we'll get to that. We'll give you an update on the Terry Rozier situation. And I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow.
I'll tell you the answer. He's cooked.
I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, Danny.
Yeah, I know. Got no basketball in the lead up.
3 hours of baseball. Here it comes.
Now we'll talk a lot of basketball.
Let's see here. What else is going on? Serena Williams is going to play professional tennis again.
Which, again, kind of feels like Odell Beckham Jr. Why?
She's going to play it in doubles.
I mean, that's fine.
For Dallas, is what I imagine.
I think she's doing okay.
Who's her partner in doubles?
I don't know. It doesn't say in this article. It'd be sick if it was her sister again.
Yeah, they were pretty good at that.
We were.
But, yeah, her husband's worth billions, so I don't know if it's necessarily about the money. And
she's still married to the Reddit dude?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and she has the biggest building on Nike's campus, too.
He's like the nerdiest looking white dude ever.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Worth billions.
Is he worth billions?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he turned his Reddit money into VC money and made a lot of money. He's worth a lot.
What's VC money?
Venture capital.
Oh. Let's see. Russ Wilson is not going to play football. He's going to go to TV.
Yeah, his options were the Jets or TV. He said TV, please.
Now, are we going to get, like, everybody loves Russ on TV? Or are we going to get Let's Ride? Like,
probably,
which
probably a little bit of both.
Will he not be able to figure out which one he is on television now, too?
You got to program the Russ Bot 2.0.
So if there's a certain...
I bet he drops the ego. I feel like a lot of his ego was manufactured stuff because
Russ.
Because it's Russ. I feel like he'll just be really analytic.
Are there certain people that he will talk to, like nice and lovable Russ, and then other certain people he will talk to?
Just code switch like crazy?
Like the barbecue? Like the cookout? Mm-hmm. I have a feeling it might go somewhere like that.
Yeah, it's tough. Ciara has that video where I think she was on live or something like that, and Russ was talking very differently than you see him talking in public. Just say
Weird!
In the background. I don't think he realized that there was something else going on.
Hi, guys!
Yeah.
Jacob deGrom on the bump tonight for Texas. They're taking on your Cardinals. Mm-hmm. Jose Soriano's been a nice story for the Angels, although he's been roughed up the last couple of times. Emerson Hancock on the bump tonight. The Mariners taking on the Mets. Dude, Hancock is good. I don't know if you've watched Hancock. He's good.
There's a lot of good young players in baseball.
There's a lot of rumors heating up that the Tigers will be selling Tarek Skubal at the deadline.
I think they've read the tea leaves there.
I think they have. They're also not very good this year.
Yeah. Also, going to arbitration and pissing him off probably wasn't the best idea.
And you lost.
and then they signed Justin Verlander.
Dude, then before that they signed Framber Valdez. That guy makes like $30 a year. Mm-hmm. I like Valdez a lot though. Framber Valdez. I think it's Valdez.
I think it's Valdez.
I like him a lot. But let's circle back to the story of the day is definitely Myles Garrett being traded from the Cleveland Browns to the Los Angeles Rams for a first, second, and a third, a 27 first, a 28 second, and a 29 third. 28 third, excuse me, along with Jared Vance.
Verse.
Jeez, what is wrong with me today?
You just combined Jared Verse with J.D. Vance.
I think that's what I did. The old couch guy himself, old J.D. Vance.
So,
curious to see how this plays out for Cleveland long term.
I think in the end, it's a pretty damn good haul. Verse is already a two-time Pro Bowler, a hell of a player, young, controlled asset, still on his rookie contract. You got another first out of it, and you got a second and a third. I mean, I think that's a pretty good haul. And for the Rams side of things, you know, you add McDuffie, you add Garrett, and then you basically return everybody else.
McDuffie's the corner from Kansas City, correct?
Yep, out of UW.
And who did they draft? They got a stud wide receiver. Oh, Ty Simpson.
Yeah, Ty Simpson.
Yeah, I like this trade for the Browns. I don't know if I'm a Monken guy. Like, is Todd Monken really the...
There must be a lot of trust in Monken to
restart things
and move the needle in the right direction.
And he came over from Baltimore, correct?
So we'll see what he does as far as his quarterback play.
Because they got a lot of concerns over there. I mean, Stefanski's a 2-time Coach of the Year, and he couldn't figure it out.
Well, when you get stuck with that quarterback play. Now, to be fair, he also peed on Baker. So he got that one wrong.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that is true.
They won the division and then traded away Baker.
All right. Let's back up. Let's not revisionist history this, okay?
No, Baker was good.
When Baker was in Cleveland, his time in Cleveland was over.
But he was good.
Oh, I would very much disagree.
He was good.
The fan base loved Baker. Yeah. They did not want to keep seeing another quarterback keep tallying his way through there.
But that's why they loved Baker. Baker is 10 times the quarterback now than he was then.
I also disagree with that.
Yeah,
he won a whole lot more games in Cleveland than he did in Tampa Bay.
He was
really
his last year in Cleveland. He basically played with one arm. His shoulder was falling off, and he was still productive. He played through a ton.
Are we sure we're not revisionist historying this thing?
No, Baker was really good in Cleveland.
I thought I remembered that his time was up, though. That it was like time to move on.
Well, him and Stefanski. I mean, remember he put Stefanski on blast on social media. Was it 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Right. When Stefanski took the Atlanta job, he was like, all right, let's do this, buddy.
Yeah, in Cleveland, Baker never had a year where he threw for less than 3,000 yards. Never had a year where he threw less than 15 touchdowns. And they won 10 games back-to-back years.
Yeah. The Browns.
He won 10 games in Cleveland back-to-back years. They were competing for the division with Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
And it was his second to last year. That's what he had the great year in Cleveland?
Yeah, it was 2020. He threw for 3,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
Yeah.
All right. I just pulled up the 2027 mock draft. They have, this is a Yahoo, they have Cleveland at 4, taking Leonard Moore, the corner out of Notre Dame.
Okay.
Wow, this mock draft doesn't have a quarterback drafted in the top 10.
That's just waiting to figure out who is going to be in the pecking order then.
Dante, 13, Minnesota. Mensa, 14, Pittsburgh.
Casey just got a little happy there. No Darian Mensa love? Okay.
Nobody loves Mensa as much as you do, Danny.
I do love Darian Mensa.
That's it for the first round.
No Arch in there, huh?
No Arch.
Interesting.
Unless he went high. Oh, my bad. Arch is number 3.
Ah, there you go.
To the New York Jets. Zing, zing, zing.
Yeah, Manning's in New York. Done pretty well.
LSU tackle to Arizona 1. I'm just doing this for funsies. Jeremiah Smith to Miami.
That'd be a nice fit.
Who's throwing him the ball?
Figure it out.
Dylan Stewart, the edge from South Carolina to y'all Raiders.
Wow, they have us picking 3? No. 5.
5. How many games do you think you're going to win this year?
6.
That's not a bad bar. When do we get to see old Nando?
Week 4.
You think that early?
4 or 5.
Oh, I don't think we see him till like 9 or 10.
No.
There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Fernando.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be that long.
I think it's going to be a lot later.
No, I think you'll get,
unless Kirker dies.
I don't
which
think
could
that
happen.
I think it's going to be let's give him a couple weeks and then go. The Jackson Dart playbook.
I think Ashton Genty's going to have a really good start to the season running behind Tyler Lindenbaum.
Not only that, just competent quarterback play and a few more weapons in the field and the offensive line not being complete trash. It was the worst offensive line in the league.
That might be the ticket that I'm buying early this year.
Yeah, I expect Genty to be a lot better this year. And as long as Bowers doesn't die, they should be feisty. Feisty.
I think they'll be feisty. They just play in that division. That's what's going to suck.
Yeah. But weirdly enough, they somehow take games off teams in that division regularly. Doesn't make any sense.
You got to win last year against a team who went to the Super Bowl. I'm willing to put some serious money down on this that I don't think the Patriots win more than 10 games.
Well, I mean, still 10 is pretty good.
I don't think they win 10 or more. I think they're under that.
So under 9.5?
Under 9.5. Okay. I would take the under. That'll probably be my hot take for the NFL season.
Buffalo outright wins that division?
Yeah, easily. That division is going to be bad.
Oh, God, yeah. Buffalo, New York, Miami.
The Jets are just...
Miami and the Jets.
That's two of the worst teams
the Jets had a great draft.
And we'll see.
Miami is going to be...
Who's the Jets quarterback?
Geno. Miami is going to be bad.
Oh, yeah.
Closing Arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit leskinlaw.com for more information. Leskin Law's one-day divorce mediation, peace treaties, not war plans. That'll do for us. We will catch you tomorrow. For Danny Marang, that's Casey Smith. I'm Patrick Harris. Go do something I would do.
Bye.